Flight Sports TV, man. That's my dude. I rolls with him.
You heard what the man said. It's Flight Sports TV.
Flight Sports TV, that's where it's at.
Flight Sports TV.
What's going on, people? It's Flight Sports TV. I appreciate y'all for checking with me. You already know what it is. We back with another one of them things. You already know what time it is right now around Flight Sports TV. We told the people expect a lot more content. It's always an honor and a privilege, you understand, to get on the live stream with the people and connect with the basketball minds all around the world. We had an epic live stream yesterday. Shout out to Sam Dracula for stopping through Flight Sports, to give his, thoughts on what's happening with the Charlotte Hornets. As we get closer and closer to, that, standpoint. Obviously, we got preseason, you never know what to expect. But obviously, as we get to that regular season, opening night, expect to hear some of the best basketball minds, that we have out here right now in this YouTube space. Tonight, we got another guest with us, a very familiar face. We're going to get into it. There's so much smoke and mirrors going on right now in the NBA. We're going to be surveying the landscape throughout a couple of different teams tonight. Obviously, we're going to be pinpointing on the teams that, that we cover. Lamelo Ball and the Charlotte Hornets do have an update, a breaking news update that will involve the starting lineup as Lamelo Ball embarks on a very important season this year. There's so many things that, have to be handled. And Lamelo Ball is ready to seize that moment and this opportunity. We also will be going up to Times Square as well. We will be discussing and breaking down what's happening in New York City. This is the biggest blockbuster right now. New York City has the NBA world in the palm of his hands right now. And we are going to see what it looked like. It's Flight Sports TV. We ain't even get started yet, and we about to get started. You already know what it is. Listen, make sure you hit the like button. If you're new, most definitely hit the subscribe button. You already know what it is. It's Flight Sports TV. NBA is back. Listen, I got the chief with me right now, the legendary BTW. You already know what it is. Tribe Sports is in the house. Chief Bartran, we can't discuss Charlotte Hornets basketball and the Chief don't pop up. What's the deal? It's Flight Sports. How you feeling? Let's get into it. What's the deal? You live?
Man, I'm good. I'm feeling good, man. The season about to start. We got stuff going on at Tribe Sports Media, baby. The Tribe over there is ready to go. We ready to go, and we ready to deal, man. Shout out to the chat. Shout out to you, Pope, man.
Shout out to the Pope. Well, we're gonna get into it with the Pope tonight. Make sure you subscribe to Flight Sports TV and the Pope B Frank BTW. We connecting this shit worldwide. You already know what it is. It's big business. Chief, talk to me. What's your thoughts on right now? What's going on as we are headed into this NBA season? You got media day wrapped up. Training camp is underway for all 30 teams. What in the world is going on with the climate of basketball right now? Before we get into these topics, talk to us, Chief.
It's hot. It's hot. If you are a basketball content creator on the NBA, damn near every team just about has a storyline that you can talk about, narratives that you can talk about. because the talent is so concentrated just about on every team, just about, that you really, there's a lot to choose from, a lot to pick from. It's really, really exciting. There's a lot of different things going on. Zion looks focused. Got the beard. He's on demon time. He got DeJounte Murray there with him. You know what I'm saying? What is the status of Brandon Ingram? Will Miss Benson go ahead and reach in her purse and go ahead and pay him? Or is this just a temporary thing until they can find a deal for him? You know what I'm saying? You got Ja Morant. He's back. You know what I'm saying? The toy guns are put down. Now he got a big for the first time, a real big. How would that affect that team and their building now that they're all back? Memphis was one of the top teams in the West with a healthy Ja Morant. Last year he was hurt. So Memphis took a fall. Now they're back. You know what I'm saying? DeMar DeRozan's over in Sacramento with Fox and Sabonis, man. With Mike Brown over there. Bronny, the king and the prince in L.A. You know what I'm saying? Shout out to Dex. The king of the prince in L.A. JJ Redick already going back and forth with the media, shutting them down, letting them know don't ask no silly questions. You know what I'm saying? And everything. Kawhi saying that, oh, forget Paul George. He ain't shit. He's gone. We moving on. He Kawhi, if his knee.
That's crazy, Chief. That's crazy.
What? He said, hey, it'll beg me none. Hell, it's like when I see you, I'm cooking you. You're the ops now. You know what I'm saying? Speaking of which, the process. We hopefully will see the fruits of the process in Philadelphia. Paul George is over that way with Tyrese and Joel Embiid. Joel Embiid just signed a new contract. You know what I'm saying? And everything. They got other players with him over there and all that stuff. Charlotte got a whole new management team from top to bottom, new trainers, new coaches and everything. LaMelo Ball has been challenged to step up on defense. LaMelo Ball says, I've accepted the challenge. You know what I'm saying? I've accepted the challenge and only step up on defense. I've accepted the challenge to lead this team. And they've built a nice little squad around LaMelo Ball. You know what I'm saying? It's just stuff all those. Reed Shepherd, they call him the cocaine Curry. Early looks from him. He's cooking. He is cooking in training. He's cooking in training camp already. Reed Shepherd is cooking already in training camp flight. That means to me that Van Vliet's on the clock, bro. Van Vliet's on the clock. They put him up there next to Jalen Green. You got Ime Udoka down there. They got some young dogs down in Houston. You see what I'm saying? What's going on in Detroit? Will they finally break through with all the talent up there? What is happening with Chicago? Hey, I saw some clips of Lonzo flight.
Yes.
Lonzo is looking right, Flight. He's looking right.
He's looking right, Flight.
You did say
listen, how much will be paid? It's crazy, but Lonzo will be back on the floor, point blank, period. And I'm going to put this on record. I'm going to let you finish up and continue. A lot of things that Lonzo Ball was criticized before the injury, the 3-and-D, the standing in the corner, doing it. I'm telling you, that's going to propel Lonzo Ball a little bit further than a lot of people believe. I'm telling you, those things he's going to be able to lean on, as he's getting back and reacclimated, to 100%, able to get on the floor, no minutes restrictions. It's going to take some time. But obviously he's coming back a little easy, but bottom line is he's coming back. And a lot of people did not believe that. But it's flight sports, man. Listen, season this Tuesday for the Bulls. ZO2 will be back. Point blank, period. And we going live. It's going to be a major movie. Listen, just stay tuned. I don't want to do too much talking. Chief,
Hey, it sounds like a good problem that my Bulls got, man. I have to be cautious, man. That type of injury, bro. I don't know. Well, let's see. Lonzo say he gonna do it. I'm with him on it. You know what I'm saying? Regardless of where it takes him, But I like what I see so far. Tyrese is back in some damn dress shoes. Come on, Siakam is back. They got that squad back in Indiana. Let's see what they're going to do in Indiana, man. Atlanta Hawks, what's happening? Is Trey, what's going on? The allure of Trey Young seems to go. Adidas done dropped him. He's rocking Anta shoes now. I said, really? I said, oh, Adidas has dropped Trey Young? What does that mean? What? I said, okay, all right. I'm going to watch that because the word was that they wanted to pick between Trey and DeJounte. If Zachary cooks, bro, they may just go with Zachary. and some of those other young players, man, and move Trae Young out, bro, because of the money in the contracts. Orlando, you still can't forget about Orlando, see what they can do. You know what I'm saying? Boston, of course, is in the building. The returning champs, they're doing well up there. We're going to get to the Knicks in a minute. Bro. You know what I'm saying? In some of the other squads, Brody's now over there with the Joker. Westbrook is with the Joker and everything, saying that now his full versatility is about to be used and all this other stuff going on. It'll be a saving grace for Jamal Murray, too. It'll be Jamal Murray was Jamal Murray was exposed in the playoffs last year. Now with Brody there, Brody can kind of give that toughness at the guard spot that the Nuggets need. You see what I'm saying? Your boy Julius, the one that you happen to be going from, your boy Julius is in Minnesota. And hey, he coached in the press conference flight. He talked about Finch, the coach there. Chief,
you quiet. I don't mean to cut you off, Chief. I hope y'all listening and paying attention right now. Bartran out here breaking a series of news right now. He done broke about 100 things in like
this
a minute.
This is from the dome. This is me, nigga. This is from the dome, boy. Don't let this shit go over your heads, ladies and gentlemen. Do not let. And this man about to get into the press conference with Finch and Julius. Keep going, Chief. This is from the dome talent, boy. You don't let Michael Jordan be a free agent. What the fuck? You know what I'm saying? This is from the dome flight. This is just from the dome, bro. Just from what I've been watching. I saw because I was interested in the press conference, man. I saw that hey, testing 1, 2, 3, it is what it is. He talked about playing with Finch from his days in New Orleans. So I said, let me go and see some of those New Orleans highlights and how Finch was using Julius Randle while he was there in New Orleans. Now, if they bring in that Julius Randle to Minnesota alongside Anthony Edwards, the Timberwolves are about to be dangerous, bro. If they unleash him like that, the Timberwolves are about to be dangerous, bro. Because I forgot, I did not know that he had played. I did not know that Finch was in New Orleans when Julius Randle was in New Orleans, bro.
I didn't know that either. I'm keeping 100. Yeah.
The familiarity. So now, because he knows Finch, bro, then the integration of him into what they're doing won't be hard because Finch already knows him. He'll just slide him in. Then maybe they'll make a few adjustments to certain plays and sets and everything, but it won't be that hard. They just switch it up a little bit. You know what I'm saying? Hey, Ant, look, he's different from Cat, baby. This, that, and the other's going on. This is what you need. Ant needs a road dog next to him. You don't need, he needs a cat with fangs. You know what I'm saying? Not no cat that predicts that's supposed to be the best 3-point shooter in the NBA. And by the way, did you hear Tibbs today? Did you hear what he said about Cat today when it was official? When he was able to talk about Cat today, fight? Did you hear him?
I heard a lot of Karl-Anthony Towns. I ain't get the Tibbs.
Tibbs said, bro, Tibbs said, because I watched Tibbs, I said, I want to know what Tibbs got to say now it's official. By the way, Charlotte said, you got to give me a little bit, you got to give me a little bag. Charlotte, by the way, involved in trades, said, hey, before the trade is complete, I need to get mine first. You know what I'm saying? I need, hey, like Marlo was beating Avon before he was the king. Avon said, hey, before you're the king, I got to get mine first, baby. Then you can come back and you can be the king. You can talk to the Russian and the Greeks then, right? So Charlotte said, hey, we got to get mine first. I got to get that. Hey, you got to give me a little bit of bag for helping you with this. And they gave him that bag and they gave him those players, bro. And they gave him those picks, 2 from New York, 1 from Minnesota. So so Charlotte right now is collecting assets and money right now. Hey, but that's a side note. Damn, Tibbs said, bro, he said he talked about Cat being able to play inside and out. Remember now, you said this and I said this on this platform. The Cat that was playing and hanging around outside, that is over with, Flight. Tibbs said he can shoot the ball. He can put the ball on the floor. He can play back to the basket. That's from Tibbs' mouth today. Meaning, Tibbs is going to have him in the post. He's going to have him on pick and pops. What? He's going to have him have that ball in those elbows. He's going to let him create. None of this just standing off and shooting the ball. You know what I'm saying? No, you're going to have to now get used to being physical once again, which you have never been. You know what I'm saying? So now Tibbs is going to put him in the post, and he's going to have to be present. And Cat Wright He can do those things. But, Finch let him hang around the three-pointer, let Gobert hang on the inside. That's over with. Tibbs is going to expect him to be a presence at center in New York, bro. You know what I'm saying? And it seems like Cat is back. He's from Jersey, so he's from the area. So Cat is back home. You know what I'm saying? And Randle is happy in Minnesota. His family. Oh yeah, Miss.
I want to.
I'm sorry, Flight.
I'm my bad. I want to add something to what you were saying.
Go to it.
A lot of people are caught up with the whole dynamic with Karl-Anthony Towns and Tom Thibodeau. I like how you are emphasizing that. No, also you got Julius and Finch in that history. Obviously,
yes,
it's not highlighted like New York and Tibbs, and it's just but they have the same thing going on.
right.
And they have massive success. I think Timberwolves fans and people need to look out. And like I said, Julius is a man-child in the regular season. Don't be silly, So we know his issues was always in the playoffs. So it's going to be interesting to see what Julius does now. And he got something to prove.
That's right. With Ant, he don't need those issues. With Ant, Julius can take a step back and let Ant cook in the playoffs. He just needs to be there to back him up. Julius is not there in Minnesota to be the guy the way he came to New York to be, Flight. He knows the pecking order. He's not going to go there think he's the guy in Minnesota. That's over with. Because the moment he tried, Ant going to knock him down. It's just what it is. Ant's not going to allow that. He's there to help him. And I think at this point, Julius is like, okay, Ant is your squad. Julius said in the press conference, I'm here to help. That's what he said in the press conference. I'm here to help. That's what he said. All right. So help. So be there to help him out. It is what it is. It just is. See, what I just ran down, Flight, like I said, if you love basketball the way I do, if you are a basketball junkie the way I am, stuff like this, I eat up, bro. I'm trying to watch this. There's a lot of things. I'm still trying to catch up with other teams, bro. This is the type of thing I like, even up in Portland, man. What is, although it was an interesting press conference.
Was the scoop looking kind of high? Did you see that?
I was wondering what was up with Scoop, man. He was kind of like, the young man, probably the pressure, man. The young, he got to tune the noise out, man. Just play his game, because getting high is not going to. He's not going getting high or whatever's going on with him. He's not going to be able to escape what's happening, right? You see what I'm saying? So, yeah, man. So you got Scoop and you got Klingon, you got Shaden Sharp, you still got Jeremy Grant up there. So they're building a nice little thing up in Portland. They're building a nice little thing up there. I'm interested to see how long will they keep, what are they going to do between Klingon, DeAndre Ayton, and Robert Williams III? I'm curious to see how they're going to work that out. Is it which three best fit Scoot and of course the team, I'm sure. But Klingon, I think he's the future up there. I think DeAndre's on the clock, but we'll see. Flight.
Right. I want to add something. We shout out Mad Hat in the chat. He's clamoring for us to get into Indiana. He feel like you just glossed over Indiana. He said they're a team to look out for. They took in James Wiseman. Who else have they taken in from that draft class? Tyrese, Aaron Naismith, Obi Toppin, and Jalen Smith. What's your thoughts on Indy? Obviously, everybody's so caught up with the top of the East. What about the middle of the pack? With teams like Indy, possibly.
Well, until James proved himself, bro. James Wiseman. We'll see. You know what I'm saying? James was supposed to be the next David Robinson, bro. He has fallen completely off the map, the number 2 pick. You know what I'm saying? His class belongs to Anthony Edwards, Lamelo Ball, Maxey, and his classmate Tyrese Halliburton. Wiseman, we'll see. You know what I'm saying? So Wiseman may be there to help relieve Miles Turner. That's it for Wiseman. As far as anything else, that's all. You know what I'm saying? Who else have they taken from that draft class? Who are you talking about? Let me see. Who did Indiana get? I'm not sure because I don't really pay attention to Indiana that much. So hey, Matt. I'm sorry, Matt. But Indiana, Tyrese, vanilla wafer Tyrese doesn't inspire me to run over there too tough. Although I do, it's what it is. Although I do like that they brought Siakam back. Miles Turner and Siakam are forming a very nice bond. You know, I think that it was a mistake to let Buddy Hield go. I think that was a mistake from Indiana. I think that was a mistake. I think they should have kept that shooting there for them, you know, but they still have Mathurin, you know what I'm saying? Naismith has always been pretty good, topping off the now, I want to watch Obi Toppin flight because you know why he left New York. Obi Toppin left New York because he felt like he wanted a larger role. He felt like he didn't want to be behind Julius and all the players in New York. The word came out about that. And he was happy in Indiana, but now they have Siakam and Miles Turner there, right? So I want to see if Obi Toppin will be okay with whatever role that Carlisle got him in there, you know. But will Indiana make it back to the Eastern Conference Finals, Matt? Hell no. No. They don't have enough for Philadelphia, New York, and Boston. It's not happening. The fourth seed depends on Milwaukee. I am concerned that Milwaukee didn't make any of the moves for you know what I'm saying? I think they should have made some more moves considering what's going on in New York and Philadelphia. Standing pat, I don't think it's a good idea right now in this East. And speaking of standing pat, you know, Steph Curry should have asked. Curry should. I don't know what is going on in Golden State, bro. You know, because Steph without Klay Thompson, you know, it looks dicey in Golden State, bro. I don't think I don't think to take on the load that Steph would want to take, right? You know what I'm saying? Thunder says, I think that Indiana got leeway because half the league was injured. Yeah, the East is back, man. I think Indiana is, I think they'll still maybe be a playoff team, but they're going to be on the lower tier. They're on the lower tier this year, Matt, you know, in my opinion. Golden State may be in the Cooper Flag sweepstakes, bro. I don't see with the West stacked as it is. I don't see Steph and Draymond. It's not going to be enough to deal what's going on in the West. You know what I'm saying? Phoenix, you know, Phoenix still got KD and damn Book there. You know what I'm saying? I mean, I don't see how Golden State can hang it. I think it's a shame because if Curry wants to get at least squeeze in another ring or anything on the way out the door, he's going to need a good squad next to him. Klay Thompson is now in Dallas with Luka Doncic. Klay looked like he still got it, although I think they made a mistake giving Charlotte Josh Green. You know, I think hopefully Klay Thompson can stay as he is, but they may have gotten Klay too late, bro. You know, maybe Dallas is trying to see if they can get back to the finals. That's going to be a tall order, especially with PJ Washington as you're starting 4 in the West. Stop. You know what I'm saying? PJ is the weak link for Dallas, bro. PJ Washington is the weak link. And though Lively is improving, I don't think Lively will be better this year, but I don't think he's ready yet, I don't think he's ready yet. I think he will be a beast. You know, I think he'll be good, but I think he needs a year or two more of seasoning, man. You know, I think Dallas. I think it's a splashy move to get Klay Thompson. Klay Thompson will be wide open between Kyrie and Luka. Klay will be open for those jump shots. You know, so Klay will get all the shots he wants. You know, but you know, we'll see if Klay can still play the same defense that he played in the past. You know what I'm saying? If Klay has lost a step or anything, they're gonna hunt him down along with Luka. You see what I'm saying? So we'll see how it goes for Dallas. But if Luka cooks, I believe they'll hand him the MVP this year. I think it's his turn. I think he's been knocking at the door for a few years. If he cooks again, any type of way like he did last year, I think they're gonna hand it over to him for narration and to usher in the new stars and everything coming into the league and all this other stuff that Adam Silver likes to put together in this scripted NBA. You see what I'm saying? But there's a lot to pick from. Any team that you like, just about, there's a lot to pick from. Even in San Antonio, you got Chris Paul there with Wemby. Lord have mercy. Chris Paul is going to increase that man's basketball IQ tremendously because Chris Paul is going to teach him as a center what spots to be in, where to be for that pop, where for the roll. Wemby's going to be getting all types of dunks and everything from Chris Paul. And another thing, Chris Paul is a great mentor for Stephon Castle. Perfect for Castle. He'll teach him how to run the team. And then when Chris Paul step away, Castle will be able to run that squad and everything. You see what I'm saying? And even circling back to the Charlotte Hornets, I saw Kemba Walker is working with Lamelo Ball in the practices. I saw some of that. You know, Kemba is attached to Lamelo's hip, bro. He's attached to his hip. Lamelo said they've been to each other's homes. You know what I'm saying? Lamelo said, I'm learning from Kemba, blah, 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 blah. You know, so the quote unquote player enhancement is going on in Charlotte with Lamelo Ball. The team, the whole team is behind Charles Lee, and all the teams behind Lamelo Ball. They're all singing his praises, bro, each and every one of them. So all this whining that I'm hearing in the Lamelo Ball verse and in some of these silly ass stalking accounts who clout off of Lamelo Ball, you know, it's just a bunch of nonsense I'm hearing all on YouTube and these Twitter streets, bro. It's just madness. The man, let him be coached, let him be great. Lamelo Ball cannot just do it by himself. He's gonna need good people around him to help him. It is what it is to grow him. You know what I'm saying? You know, LaVar Ball didn't raise. LaVar Ball didn't raise no fragile ass boy. LaVar was on him. LaVar was on LaMelo. He was on all his sons. He was all over them, bro. You know what I'm saying? He was all over them. Jermaine was on LaMelo Ball. Now, damn, Charles Lee can't even say, yeah, I want him to take it up a notch a little bit in competitive. Oh, LaMelo Ball. Oh, why he say that? He's throwing him under the bus. Oh, you whiners, man. Get the F off of YouTube, bro. Go find something else to do, man, because you ain't ready to follow no star, bro. They're not ready to follow the journey to greatness, bro. They wouldn't be able to deal when Michael Jordan was on his way up, man, the things that were said about him, bro. They wouldn't be able to deal with early LeBron flight. They wouldn't be able to, bro. Bunch of damn pussycats, bro. I don't like hearing it, man. You know what I'm saying? I watched basketball since 85, bro. You know what I'm saying? Jordan didn't do it by himself. He needed a Phil Jackson. You know what I'm saying? You know, the same with LeBron, the same with all of them. The great ones, they had good coaches, man. Coaches that pushed them. You know, Kobe was pushed. They were all pushed. You know what I'm saying? Tyronn used to go back and forth with LeBron. You know, told LeBron, you know how LeBron is. Tyronn said, man, shut the fuck up. He would tell him that. What? Oh, but LaMelo's too fragile to be told that, hey, I want you to step it up a little bit. Because you know why? Because Charles Lee saw LaMelo take over the game, bro, last year and beat Boston. He said, oh, shoot, you can do this? Okay. You actually locked up Jason Tatum a couple of times? Okay, LaMelo. You took Tyrese's cookies right in his own house? Oh, LaMelo, baby, come on. Now, then if you do that, then I want you to do it to everybody. LaMelo said, say less. He just said, oh my God, the coach actually wanted me to, no, he said, say less, right in the press conference flight when they asked him. He said, you know, the coach challenged you on defense. He said, I accept the challenge, bro. LaMelo ain't fragile. He's the son of LaVar Ball. Get out of here. Anyway, that was my little rant, bro. A lot of that I said a few days ago. That's my little rant, bro. You know, so it's a lot of good stuff in the NBA, bro. A lot of good things, even in Miami. You know, the room is Terry is on his way out of there already. You know, that's no goddamn surprise. You know, so there's a lot. There's like I said, whether you are, you know, Celtics, New York Knicks, you know, supposedly Ben Simmons is back. That's what he say. We'll see. You know, I think they're under Cooper Flag sweepstakes there. You know, there's a lot of good things all over the NBA that you can latch on to as a general content creator for NBA. If you have a specific team, there's something good that you can look at for all the teams, you know, or more things you want. You know what I'm saying? So I'm going to enjoy this season very much. Of course, at Tribe Sports, the main focus will be the Hornets, but there will be other areas in NBA I will be talking about and covering there and here on Flight Sports TV.
Absolutely, Chief. I want to get into Josh Green, you know, because there are reports right now involving the Hornets. Like I said, we do have a Charlotte Hornets training camp update, and it is involving the starting lineup. I was listening to Charles Lee. They spoke about the importance of Josh Green, and they are looking to use him in the starting lineup, you know, alongside of LaMelo, alongside of Miller. You know, what's your thoughts on Josh Green, you know, and what he could possibly bring to the starting lineup and what they didn't have last year?
He surprised Lee, bro. He surprised him. Green in Dallas his role was mainly a 3 and D, right? Hit the open 3, don't turn the ball over, play defense, get out for dunks, because he can do that. And Charles Lee saw that he can handle the ball, he can play make a little bit. And we saw a little bit of that in Dallas, actually. When he had the ball in his hands, like when he was run off the 3-point line, he'll handle the ball, he'll make a good pass, So now Charles Lee wants to put him in a situation where he has the ball in his hand a little more than he had in Dallas. So now what this does is that you got backcourt of Lamelo Ball and Brandon Miller. And Brandon Miller is a 2. He's not a 3. I know there's been debate, if Brandon Miller was a 3 or a 2. The Hornets have made him a 2. Him and Lamelo Ball is the backcourt of the Hornets. A jumbo unicorns in the backcourt. It's crazy. So Green will be the 3, at least position-wise, though he will guard the best player. That's still what he's going to do. But if you have a third ball handler there, not saying he's going to take the ball out of Lamelo Ball's hands, but if Green get the rebound, Charles Lee, when he's talking, Green get the rebound, Lee trusts him to bring it up. Lee trusts that he'll run the ball. He has enough handle to run it up, and that he has enough basketball IQ to make a good play with the ball with it in his hands. So when you got that type of versatility, and they're all, I think Green's like 6'7" or 6'8". I mean, so you got LaMelo Ball around 6'8", Brandon Miller around 6'9", maybe touching 6'10". Green around 6'6", 6'7". All can handle the ball, all can shoot the 3, all can create. You know what I'm saying? All can Green and Brandon Miller can defend. LaMelo Ball is now being brought up on his defense. Lee's been working with LaMelo Ball on defensive principles all summer. Hello. You know what I'm saying? And no, he's not a 3, Thunder. Everybody else say he could be a 3. There's some who say that he could play better at the 3, Thunder, but even last year under Mitch, they said Brandon Miller could be a 3 or a 2. And the decision for the Hornets have made, and Lee has made, and Jeff Peters have made, if they decided to put Brandon Miller at the 2. And I like that decision, Thunder, because now it creates a mismatch where if you got a 6'7", 6'8" point guard, a 6'9" to maybe 6'10" shooting guard, the little guards will not be able to hide. And if Charles Lee believes that Josh Green can play make and can move with the ball, can handle the ball a little bit and play make, that means you can't even hide the little guard on Green. Because now if you got a little guard on Green, they'll give him the ball and Green will cook. So little guards can't hide when they play the Hornets. They can't hide them at all. If he's getting Green, and it's a hell of a strategy. If Green can create just a little bit, that they can't hide the little guard on them, because they certainly not going to put them on Miles. That's not happening. You see what I'm saying? And regardless of what center they have right now, Mark is going through a little foot issue. They say it's minor. He should be ready by the season. They can't put him on Knick. It's not going to happen. You can't put Steph Curry on Knick. You can't put Ja Morant on Knick or Miles. So maybe they'll try to put him on Green. But if Green got the ball and can get them into a foul or two, you can take out the Hornets if they play their cards right. And the Green is what Lee think he is. You can take the point guards out of the game, by making them work on defense, because Green is not going to stand in the corner. He's going to be in the corner. He's going to be cutting to the basket, leaking out on fast breaks, and they're going to play with pace. So it's going to be a rough ride for anybody coming to play the Hornets, and they're looking to create a type of defense flight that creates turnovers so they can get out and run. Charles Lee want less time taking the ball from the hoop. They want them running. And LaMelo in the game is tailor-made for LaMelo Ball style. It is. Not no slow pace. They're running.
Right. No, you're right about that, man. Charlotte, I like what I'm seeing. Obviously, Charles Lee is starting to implement his system. What do you think about, the Hornets, looking to move their training camp to Duke? How do you feel that the atmosphere could bode well for that? Was that what you think?
Bruh, Michael Jordan would never. Carolina, boy, to to have them at Duke with Coach K in the building. Coach K came to some of the practices, bro. He was right there. The players have already said it. Coach K was in the building, Flight. He was in the building. He was in the building. He was in those practices too. Do you think for a minute he was just sitting there saying, "Oh, okay, look at the Hornets"? You think he wasn't in there, throwing his 2 cents in and everything? You think he wasn't in there doing that, Flight? Especially from, it's just what this is human. This is human nature. That, especially considering that the previous owner, had a thing, from the Carolina Duke rivalry. It is what it is. But hell, Seth Curry certainly liked it because he's from Duke. Mark was from Duke. There's a couple of Dukies on the team, so they was happy. You know what I'm saying? They was very happy to be there. The environment was pretty good, and the training camp, everybody was on 10 at the training camp, and I think having Coach K in there just adds to the environment of the training camp. Charlotte is on the up and up, bro. There's a lot of talk that Charlotte will be back in the lottery and all that stuff. That's not what those players are talking about, bro. That's not what they're talking about. They're not in the hunt for Cooper Flag. They are looking to hunt, and they're looking to make a push this year. The Hornets believe they can make a push. They believe that, So we'll see how it goes, Flight. But in terms of leading the system, we'll see. From what I see from the clips from the scene for the practice, it is high energy, bro. And Lamelo Ball is just from the clips I've been seeing of their practices that the Hornets have been revealing. Lamelo Ball is just a maestro. He's a maestro, brother. He's Knick is catching all types of lobs and Miles Bridges. Lamelo's passing the ball to the corner, to Miles, and now Miles he's hitting that corner three. You know what I'm saying? Other players is hitting the three, passing to Trey Mann, hitting the three. Look like Trey Mann about to take a leap this year himself. It's on the up and up. For the Hornets, it's on the up and up for the Hornets, bro. They seem like they're full of confidence. And they believe in Coach Lee. They've all bought in. No one has slacked off. They've all bought in. And they're still raising TJ and teaching him and bring him along. So, in Charlotte Hornets country, everyone in general is happy except for elements of the Lamelo verse. Some of them, busy nitpicking, but the overall fan base is happy, very happy. Some of the F-150's got some stuff to say too, but yeah. Go ahead, Flat. I'm sorry.
No, I was saying you're right about that. Like I said, everybody's so excited for the Hornets right now. What do you think about this preseason matchup against the New York Knicks on Sunday? What's your thoughts on that game?
The Hornets are playing the Knicks this Sunday?
Yeah.
Man, I don't know if we're going to be able to see it.
Well, I mean, like I said, I don't know if who's going to be playing or what. Obviously it's preseason, so let's not get too ahead of ourselves.
It's preseason.
But, because you don't know who's playing. For all I know, nobody's going to play.
Yeah, it's preseason.
Nobody, and then if they do, how long?
It's preseason.
Yeah.
It's preseason, Flight. Right now, because training camp is so short now, the coaches use training camp and preseason to kind of work out their rotations, work out the system, adjust certain things. You know what I'm saying? So if, I expect Lamelo to play maybe a quarter or something like that. He's going to take more of a look. I expect the same for Tibbs. Cat may play a little bit, to see how him and Jalen Brunson play together and everything, to get them some time together, against some competition on the other side. I expect Charles Lee to be playing KJ Simpson a bit more. They got a lot of players in that trade from New York, so I expect them to be playing those players to see if they want to keep any of them, if they want to waive them, or if they want to send those players down to the G League. They, see if TJ, would they keep him up, or do they think that he needs to go down to the G League for some more seasoning down there instead of the main team? If there's any young players on the Knicks, I'm sure Tibbs is going to look for the same, to see, because the Knicks need to figure out from the starting five what the bench is going to look like. Outside of Precious, and Cam, outside of Precious, and those guys, who else will be there that Tibbs can put off the bench to kind of, back up the starting five that New York has, so stuff like that, the coaches are starting to work out and everything, man. So just they want to test their system out, see if they make adjustments to it, and then figure out their rotations, who will stay, who will go out, or who will go down to their G League systems.
Right. Shout out to the Pope. He said that. Do y'all think Melo should play in the preseason?
Yes,
Yeah. I mean, he got the ankle braces. I said you got
he
to
got the
test.
braces on.
Yeah, obviously, you're gonna play him. Too much. You maybe play him for the first half.
Yeah,
That's what's more likely gonna happen.
yeah,
They'll
that's
probably
what I
play
see.
the first half, and then they'll be out.
Yeah, they ain't gonna pay him. They ain't play him too much, they won't give him. For one thing, it'll give him a chance to test the braces. To test, how the braces feel, how he plays. You know what I'm saying? Because they said it. And by the way, they found some braces for Lamelo Ball, but Lee did say in the press conference that that's a thing that will be evaluated on an ongoing basis. Meaning, if they feel like the braces can come off of him, they're gonna come off, bro. So that's not it's not necessarily a thing that he'll keep those braces on all season now. They're starting out with the braces to see how it go. That's from Lee's mouth. And if they're going pretty good, he'll keep them on. If it's getting to a point where they feel like it's not doing so well, they'll switch them. Or if they may make a decision, he'll need those braces. They may have him take them off. So we'll see. But I think he'll play. I think he'll play. I think he'll play. Maybe the first half, bits and pieces. Pope, they actually played the first half and started preseason, and towards the end they played in sport. So we'll see. I like I said, I don't think Lee's trying to win the preseason. I think Lee is more interested in those younger players, KJ Simpson, and some of the players they got from New York, and some other players that are two ways that they want to see what's going on with those players. I expect to see more Masich and more Trey Mann. They may put KJ out there. They may throw him into the fire to see how he can run a point. Depending, maybe towards the end of the game, they may put KJ Simpson out there to see, if they feel he's ready to do it. But they'll give Lamelo some run. We'll be able to see some of what Lamelo's going to do. But no, I don't think they're gonna. No, it won't be. He won't be out to like the regular season. I think they'll ease him in, to the regular season because again, like I said, they got a lot of young players on the Charlotte Hornets team. And I think he's going to want to see what he got with them. I think he kind of sees what he has with some of the starters they have with Brandon Miller, the rest of them. I don't expect Brandon Miller to play the whole game. Him and Lamelo are the two cornerstones of that team. I don't expect them to be out there for a long time, right? So Pope, be frank. Pope, I would make him leave the braces on all year. No, they're not going to make him do that, Pope. Charles even came out and said they're not going to make him do it. If that's why he said in the press conference, they'll evaluate it, and that leaves the door open for them to take them off or to keep them on. We'll see. They may make them. It depends, Pope. Hell, Lamelo might fall in love with the braces. He might want to keep them on himself. We'll see. Time will tell.
You're right about that. LaMelo Ball last year, he seemed reluctant about those braces, but clearly they've gotten through to him this year. Bottom line is they got to do whatever it takes to win. So if it requires LaMelo to have these braces on to remain healthy, hell, Steph Curry did it. I mean, we got to stop acting like we asking him to wear a McDonald's hat or something. That is not, that's the way it's being portrayed.
Yeah, I'm coddling, bro. I don't like the coddling of LaMelo Ball. He's a grown man. He's a professional athlete. You know what I'm saying? And
you got to do it. He's a professional, so he got to do whatever it takes to be healthy.
He has to do what it has to take to be healthy. You know what I'm saying? And and for those who are interested in the BBB dream, he is the avatar of it. Now, it is what it is.
Well, like I said, LaMelo, he got to definitely step it up this season. Along with the Hornets, they're looking to push him defensively.
Yes,
there's gonna be some pressure. What you think about what you think about the Hornets looking to up it defensively and LaMelo to lead it?
Let me tell you something. If LaMelo Ball can approach any part of the defense of his older brother, any part of that, bro, with the package he has, he will be the best point guard in the NBA, hands down. If he can play any defense close to what Lonzo played, and Lonzo was an elite defender before his injury. We'll see if he can maintain that type of energy, now as he pushes his body. If they can get LaMelo Ball to be anywhere towards a two-way type player at the point guard, 6'7" to 6'8" with a 6'11" wingspan, then that means that now on offense and on defense, he can impact winning. They will not chase him. They will not like unlike Luka and Trey and the rest of them, LaMelo will not be hunted on defense because they know what happened to Tyrese Halliburton. Tyrese tried that foolishness for the game-winning play. LaMelo took his cookies. You know what I'm saying? So if LaMelo can be, and again, and I say this, Flight, and I don't expect LaMelo to guard the best player. I don't think Charles Lee is that silly. You know, that's what Green and Brandon Miller are there for. But if this I think is more so if there's a switch or if they decide to hunt him on defense, then he can hold his own on defense. You know, so he's been taught defensive principles and everything. Borrego and Cliffy didn't teach LaMelo anything like that. He has a teacher now. You know, and you know, some thinking that he tossed him under the bus. He's a rookie coach. Why in the hell would you toss your franchise player under the bus off rip when your whole career and everything that you are doing as a new head coach, LaMelo Ball's success will justify you having your position? Why would you alienate that? That's silliness, bro. You know, I think it'll help him. And LaMelo is said he's up to the challenge of it. You know, again, people project their insecurities, their things onto LaMelo Ball, when all the things that have been said by others by LaMelo Ball, most times, he's done the precise opposite of everything that the LaMelo verse has said about him. You know what I'm saying? And I expect that to continue. Huh?
Yeah, good call, man. Melo, he doing big things, man. I love what he's doing off the floor as well. You know, showing these athletes, you know, you could, you know, do your own thing as well. I love the way he did the LaFrance connection with Puma.
Yes.
You know, I mean, there's a lot of things. Melo making big power moves out here, man. Like I say, he was with Puma, but he had his own bro. You don't never see nothing like.
Excuse me, did you, Flight? This is what. No, I'm gonna say something, Flight. I'm gonna say something. Hey, don't get mad at Flight. Don't get mad at Flight. I'm about to say something. LeVar Ball had kind of spoke to this very thing when there was talks about a deal. When you remember there's a co-branding deal that was kind of talked about where it was going to be BBB and Puma, right? So all LaMelo did, Flight.
I think it might have been, was that with Melo or was that with Lonzo?
Maybe it was with Lonzo. It was BBB it was rumored that BBB was going to be in the co-branding with one of those major shoe companies. It was BBB and the shoe company because LeVar said, "No, baby, we're gonna keep our brand, we're gonna keep our money, we're gonna keep our royalties. You ain't gonna take over the BBB now. That's not happening." And I agree with that, right? So all LaMelo did, was do precisely what LeVar said, except he put LaFrance on it rather than BBB. And since LaFrance was inspired by BBB, then the thing that LeVar wanted has happened right in our eyes, bro. You see what I'm saying? It's a LaFrance Puma type situation, you know? So not only does Puma get a cut, he gets a cut from Puma, but he also gets a cut from LaFrance, man. You know, it's genius, bro. He's making the moves that he's making is beyond his years, man. Nobody this young prior to him was making these type of moves, bro. Throw it in the chat. Let me know in the chat, man, if someone else was there. I don't see it.
No, we're about to find out right now. Listen, man, we got the Pope B. Frank in the house right now. You already know what it is to discuss Charlotte's Hornets basketball. We all know the NBA season is approaching. The Pope B. Frank, you're going to be firing off with a whole lot of content. Y'all better make sure y'all go subscribe to the Pope B. Frank. It's Flash Sports TV. Pope was good. What's your thoughts on this whole NBA situation? It's big business to discuss. What's the deal?
What's good, Flight? What's good? What's good, Chef?
Hey, Pope, man.
Chief, marching in the building, man. Shout out to Flight. Shout out to everybody in the chat, man. Make sure y'all hitting the like button, subscribing. My guy on the way to his 10K. But yeah, the NBA, man, is you know, it is what it is. But it was interesting what y'all was just talking about, the Hornets and whatnot, and the Lamelo Ball and them ankle braces. That's what I was I was on them ankle braces like shit.
What's your thoughts on that?
Everything that we said.
Oh yeah. No, he need to keep them on. If I was running the organization, he ain't taking them off. You better sleep in them shits in there. You better walk around in them.
Yeah, I mean the key is for Melo to be healthy, because if he's not, they finished.
Right, for sure. They finished, and he basically finished. If something happened to their ankle this season, just like how that's too scary. That's too many years in a row. That'd be 3 consecutive years in a row. Same
Yes.
ankle. That'd be scary, bro. That's the last thing we want. The last thing we want. Now, if he get
Yeah.
injured, if he can injure something different, okay, shit. Just don't injure that ankle no more. And then them ankles. And so yeah, you wearing the brace all season long.
Yes. But everything has happened the way we said it, Pope, for years.
Yeah. The Hornets, man, they're gonna be all right, man. What you think about this new coaching staff, new president? Do you feeling optimistic, Pope, on them?
I gotta see it to believe it. I don't know who they are. You feel me? Like,
Right.
I've heard of them. Of course they've had assistant roles, and I've heard they play good in their assistant roles. So which is assistance is very important. You feel me? And then that's why they get moved up to head coaching roles, because they part they play is very important to winning and losing. So I don't know. We gotta wait and see. You feel me? Gotta wait
Yeah.
and see.
I like that. Let's get into the New York Knicks, because we haven't heard your thoughts on Flight Sports. We had breaking news in the NBA a couple of hours ago. Karl-Anthony Towns is coming home to the tri-state area. We all know he's a New Jersey product. What's your thoughts on New York City looking like they got the best roster in the NBA right now, man? What's the deal?
Here you go.
Well, I was on your show today. You broke that news.
Yeah.
And my thoughts on that is they're gonna be in the finals.
Oh,
They're
damn.
gonna, they're gonna be in the finals with this roster.
Whoa! You think so, Pope? Boston, they get
hmm
past Boston.
Yeah, Boston's some chumps, paper champs.
Yeah, I ain't messing with Boston. Remember, Jimmy used to humble them dudes. No, don't forget that.
Yeah, yeah. They like last year. The NBA, man. Listen, a lot of these sports, man. The NBA soft as Dr. Cotton. It's just not. It's not. It's not entertaining at all. And because Melo ain't been around. Melo is entertaining. He ain't been around the last 2 years. NBA been poop. It's been drive to the hole, get deep in the paint, kick out to the three. Everybody. That's everybody's damn game. Drive to the hole, kick out to a three for the most part. From Anthony Edwards to Luka Doncic to all of these players, they play damn the same game, and the shit is lame. So I'm not really excited for the NBA season, except for a few players I would like to see. I'm not going to be excited about Lamelo Ball until we damn near the season is almost over. Like, just because I got to see you play through. I ain't seen you play through since damn your sophomore season. And every time we get excited, like last year, I was about to start cooking with the content of Melo. He's dropping 30, 10 assists. Woo woo. Out. He's out. And I'm like, shit, bro. Goodness gracious, bro.
It has been rough with the Ball brothers as of lately. These past couple of years, even dating from Jello to Lonzo to Melo now. It seemed like Melo was the guy who was like consistently healthy, and out of nowhere, it just snuck up on him. What's your thoughts on Lonzo now? It's been such a crazy situation. Not so much on what he could possibly be or whatever. What's your thoughts on him actually coming back on the floor? Have you seen him his training camp videos? He is a full participant in Bulls training camp, and he is expected to be a part of the preseason game this Tuesday. What's your thoughts on Lonzo Ball? Because a lot of people thought that he would not be in this situation right now, and he's in this situation right now. We got to hear from the Pope, be frank. All seriousness.
Yeah, shout out to Lonzo Ball, man, for getting himself back to get on the floor. You feel me? Cause I'm like, hang it up, bro. You feel me? It's a wrap. You're not gonna be the guy you was, and that's still that jury is still out on that. So yeah, he made it back to training camp, that's beautiful. Cause with his injuries, that didn't look good. But he forced his way into getting the surgery that never been done, and so we got to see how I hold up. We got to see if it's a miracle on 35th Street. It's popping with Lonzo. But I got to say this first, though. Oh, especially since I got Brother Train on here. Oh, my. Listen, man. What in the hell? That little dancing shit they had going on, I seen that. That's what I seen
What are you
from
talking
that
about?
training
Where, bro?
camp. The
Where? The
Bulls
Bulls?
dancing around
Man.
like some little goofballs.
I gotta see
And
this.
Lonzo was part of it.
You
I saw
what?
They
that
over there
bullshit.
I
twerking,
gotta see
looking.
this.
They
I didn't see
looking.
that.
Oh, they
Man,
looking feminine as all outdoors.
Oh, when
man,
I'm like,
this happened today?
this happened
I,
yesterday, bro. I saw that bullshit.
okay. I
I didn't
said,
see it.
what? Yeah, that's exactly what it was. Some bull shit, man. I said, man, your niggas look like some straight girls. All y'all dancing in a circle looking like girls.
Boy, I didn't want to speak to that foolishness,
I
bro.
thought it was the WNBA I was watching for a second. I thought, wait a minute, is this the FIFA? Who is
Well,
this?
Let's
Thunder
get
said
past it,
Lonzo
bro.
was not in it.
You know what I'm
Oh,
saying?
Lonzo was in it.
If they was
I
going to
didn't
do
see it.
Yeah,
I
he was
gotta
in it.
look into it.
if they was going to do that, they should at least did it like Ja did it. And you know what I'm saying? I don't know what they were doing, bro. Maybe it was a bonding thing
I
for
ain't
them. I
gonna
don't know.
lie.
My
I
boy
didn't
said
see
I
it.
can't.
Rick,
Okay.
I don't mean to cut you off. In all seriousness, they shouldn't be doing that kind of stuff. The Bulls, they have been in collapse mode ever since Lonzo been hurt. They just lost DeMar DeRozan. Zach is in all kind of trade rumors. Last time I checked, Lonzo was a part of the rumors too this summer. They looking like they about to move with the youth movement. So it's not a good look if the veterans is goofing off. It should be a serious tone. In
It don't
Chicago.
set the right tone to me,
No,
bro. It
no, you
don't.
go ahead. So
No,
I do agree with that to a certain extent. But they do have a young basketball team, so unfortunately they're gonna get a little goofy. It's just unfortunate. There's a lot of young
Yeah,
guys.
but
Veterans got to
and
step.
that's cool. Oh, my bad, my bad. That's cool to get a little goofy, but they looked a little fruity, and see, somebody say Thunder say Lonzo wasn't. No, he wasn't in the one where they was going in a circle, but he was definitely in a few of them. It's more than one of them. So if you just talking about the one in the circle they was going in, no, he wasn't in the circle playing merry-go-round, but he was definitely participating in the dance off. It was like a dance off.
what you say, dog? You ain't gonna do that, huh?
Nah, man.
I did see them playing a lot of 2K, him, Io DeSumo, and all that good
They
stuff.
need to blow it up, bro. Stop playing these
The
games,
Bulls do
man.
got to blow it up. I mean, it's gonna happen though. I think Lonzo
We're
gonna
gonna,
get traded too. I think
bro. We're gonna.
Lonzo, Zach,
We
Vooch, go ahead.
need the Bulls need these next two drafts, bro. That's what the Bulls need. This draft, whoever the good player they can get, whether it's Kion, whether it's Killian Anthony, Sion, Ace Bailey, whoever. We need one of them to go with Matas. And then whoever's next behind them. 2 years, build a nice young big three and build it back up, man. Let Zach go to LA. You know what I'm saying? Vooch can go wherever he want to go. You know what I'm saying? And just because because I fear that AK is gonna, because he's stubborn, AK is gonna try to put one foot on the youth, then another foot over here. It never works, bro. You either got to do the youth or you got to push for the playoffs, man. You know what I'm saying? So I'm saying the experiment is over with. Get all the salary and stuff off your books. Build young. Get Ace Bailey. You know what I'm saying, and get somebody else and build it back up, because we're gonna end up missing out on all the talent, bro. We're gonna end up missing up on all the good talent, man. And that's, I mean, I think if enough playing these silly games, it didn't work. DeMar's gone. They spent the money. AK really should be fired, but it is what it is, bro.
Would you blow it up, Pope? The Bulls?
Listen, I'm tanking like a if I'm any franchise, if any franchise, I think if I was a GM, or owner, man, I would destroy the league. Like, bro, when you got a generational, like a Cooper Flag coming, Michael
Yes.
Jordan, Victor Wemby, I'm tanking. I don't give a shit. We the best team in the league. I'm tanking. You hurt this year. We're going to pay you, don't trip. You're hurt. Everybody's hurt. Don't trip. So like the Spurs this year. Spurs do this real good. That's how they got Tim Duncan. They're not dumb. That's why they stay relevant. They know when to tank and how to scout and go overseas, get the people you don't know, and then they
They
got a
know who's
coach that
they
can
know
coach
who's
them up.
coming. They know basically who's the horizon, who's on the next horizon, the next unicorn. Like, oh man, we're gonna have to tank for him in the next 5 years. We gotta get him. And
We gotta get him.
service too, man. The Hornets should have got that pick, man. That was fucked up, man. You got to think about it. How in the hell he ended up in San Antonio? I mean, that's just too. That was too. I don't like that.
Silver.
Oh yeah,
Silver.
yeah. No, that's just the way
I
to
wanted
go.
to get a couple of drafts. Also, the draft with Luka and Trae Young. I think that was some funny business too. You know, so these drafts been getting funnier and funnier. You know, but it is.
Oh, they always been funny.
Yeah.
LeBron going to Cleveland, where he from? Come on. Soon as LeBron left, they got another number one pick.
Kyrie, that's right. They make those. They
So
always
you
run
know,
that.
yeah, they gonna do it how they want to, which is cool. I do it how I want to when I'm playing 2K. So they playing real life 2K. Like who we gonna have first this season? All right, he good fit. But yeah, Spurs. They've been look Cooper Flag. If I'm the Bulls, if I'm like I said, if I'm really anybody, but damn sure the Bulls since y'all I don't think they're gonna be a winning type team this year anyway.
Wow.
They don't got a chance. They cook,
Yeah,
so
they
you
want
might as
to
well
move
make
Zach.
sure.
And this is my
The
team.
rumors
They
are
cook,
Zach
bro.
is still in trade rumors. They trying to move Zach as we speak.
I'm trying to move him for a first round pick too. I just want your first round, so just in case I come up a little short,
Yeah.
I'm
But look what
package
they just
these
got
first
for Cat.
round
Cat
picks.
just went for one. One first
Yeah,
round that got Cat out.
yeah. Somebody need to give me a number one because this draft is deep too.
Yeah, I know. That's what I'm saying. This is the draft to tank for. So you are gonna see some teams. So though, like I heard Masai Ujiri, he came out and said, "Listen, we tanking." You know, I mean, they going for Cooper Flag. So you gonna have some
Okay, in
teams.
Toronto.
Yeah. Masai Ujiri said they not trying to be competitive at all. You know, so when I heard that, I heard that maybe Scotty Barnes could be available.
Man.
You know what's going on with RJ and them because RJ.
Wait, I'm saying
They ain't gonna lay down. You know they're gonna have to move somebody because they're gonna mess up what they're trying to do.
If Flag end up in Toronto, then Barrett is done, bro. He's out. He's through. He's through. He's done. You know what I'm saying? They'll keep Parker. I mean, is it Parker? Who's the other guy up there? I forget his name. You know, Quickly is up there. They'll keep him. You know, Quick is up there. He'll be a good point guard for Cooper.
I think Scotty Barnes could be available.
Scotty Barnes.
He don't want to, and that's why I'm thinking about the Hornets. You know, they better continue to get their assets up.
Hey, Jeff can do. Jeff is always available for a deal, bro. If you give me some money, some picks, I might help you with that. Depends.
So what has the Hornets? Oh my bad. What has the Hornets done this off season? Because they ain't.
I'll let the chief go next, but in my opinion, what I feel like they did was they revamped the organization. You know, I think that's one standpoint is some change. They are shaking up everything, including the building. There's no accident that they are in, Durham right now. The Spectrum Center is going to look different this season, so they are trying to shake up everything. Also they brought in some different players. I'm not saying they brought in elite talent, but it's a different personnel. You got guys coming in that's used to winning. Taj Gibson, he's used to winning. Green, he just came from the finals. So you want to have these players, around You know, these guys. The rookie is still a question mark for me, so everything ain't beautiful. You know, so let's see. I want to see what's going on with him in the preseason. We were concerned about Miller last year. We need to have our undivided attention on this kid T-Jan because he's starting to concern Hornets fans. But Chief, what's your thoughts on what they did this season, this offseason?
I have the recap right here, right? So shout out to Hornets Hoops, Twitter. They traded for Josh Green from Dallas, Reggie Jackson. They traded for Josh Green. They traded for Reggie Jackson, waived him, and got 2 second-round picks in exchange for a first-round pick in that deal. They traded for Tebe, waived him, and they got a 1 second-round pick in exchange for cash. Then they traded for Daquan Jeffries, Charlie Brown, Dwayne Washington Jr., all likely to be waived, and they got three second round picks in exchange for James Najee, who's going to New York, and cash. You know, so right now they had Josh Green and 5 second round picks in cash is what they got, along with KJ Simpson as their rookie, the second pick, and their top pick they picked was T-John. You know, and of course they had Grant Williams, Seth Curry, Trey Mann. They kept them and they waived Poku. Oh, and they kept Vasa also, but they waived some of the other players they got from OKC. You know, so they built. That's what they've done.
Okay, so flight say Taj Gibson
And Taj, yes.
Taj Gibson and Josh Green from
Josh
Dallas.
Green from Dallas.
Okay, at first he had me thinking about the Green from Denver.
Oh hell no.
Old school Green. I'm like, no, he did. Because
No, not Jeff Green.
The Taj ain't really the Taj just there for vocal.
Taj is, yeah, I'm about to say Taj is he's not a factor at all no longer. I used to love his game though, for sure. He used to be. But nowadays,
I guarantee you, he's gonna make a couple of winning plays for the Hornets this season.
They also they got Kemba Walker as a coach. Also, Pope Kemba Walker is on the coaching staff.
Yes, Kemba, he back in the fold. That's always good.
See, my main thing is like, so they didn't do nothing. Then they didn't do anything because when y'all say like nothing, they didn't do anything. We don't have Lamelo still is working with a bunch of plumbers. Walmart workers. He's still working with you. So you got Miller, cool. He showed promise last year, and then Miles Bridges, cool.
Yeah, Miles is back.
He's not. Yeah, Miles is back, but Miles is a dummy. Miles is he's not a killer out there on the court to me. Sometimes he has type games where to wow you, and then sometimes he's nowhere to be found. So Miles Bridges, smooth, cool. But now you still didn't correct Mark Williams, your center. Since he didn't win out, you don't have a real true backup. You passed on Zach Edey to grab some cat we never even heard of before who really ain't even got game like that. He didn't even show up overseas. And when he played Euro ball, his numbers looked ridiculous. So I'm just like, what did y'all go get LaMelo Ball, man? That's different this year. That's something like a splash. Even if it could have been a DeJounte Murray type of player, just another player.
They wasn't looking for it this year, Pope.
So we done did nothing.
I think they could have drafted better. I'm with you there, Pope, but I wanted to just
the jury is out
a little bit of breathing room because we haven't seen them yet. But it's a little alarming because I haven't seen any bright spots. You know,
bro.
Last year he was struggling, yeah, but he was getting to his spots. You know, he was just missing shots. You know, I didn't see it. You know, from T-Jan. You know, I mean, I'm just being honest. You know, but I've seen it from the other guys. You know, so I seen Montaz Buzelis go number 11.
Yeah, I was surprised that Montaz.
You see what's going on with Zach Edey. You have all these
issues him up too.
You having all these issues with Mark Williams, and you got Zach Edey there, and John Moran is already proclaiming that he's going to be the Rookie of the Year. You know, so this could get real tragic for Charlotte because if these guys are averaging crazy numbers and this guy can't even get off the goddamn bench, we have a serious problem.
Yes,
Bro, they didn't. Go ahead.
Michael left the apartment toe up, bro. I mean, it is what it is.
Oh hell no, man. We not about to do. Come on, man.
He
Michael ain't
did.
leave shit. Look. The Hornets. I can't believe this. Y'all
They
really
had to build it up.
still
They had to
don't
build it up.
understand. Mike still got his office in the building, correct? He ain't went nowhere. Y'all still really think he went somewhere? He ain't went nowhere.
Bro,
That's why they still. Hold on. Thunder just said some crazy shit talking about Hornets not a free agent destination. So you either trade players for a good player. They had plenty of players they could have traded for another good player somehow. And they passed up. Look at you talking about they got to build through draft. Nigga, look who they drafted. What are you talking about? They passed up on Zach Edey, Matt Bautista, Rob Dillingham. They passed up on all kind of players. When they got Book Knight and the crazy hair kid, Kai
Cat.
Jones, whatever. They keep doing the same stupid shit over and over and over. This the same shit Michael Jordan was doing. If that since that I want to say was Michael Jordan, he draft dumb. That was the dumbest draft pick you could have ever did. What they had a 6 pick, they just washed it away. It's
You're
ridiculous,
right.
bro.
It was some more
Come
NBA
on,
ready guys. Like
We'll see.
you got to get a
come
guy
on,
like
man.
Rob Dillingham who could actually put the ball in the hole. You understand? That's the problem. The Hornets, they have problems scoring. They go on these droughts. It's Lamelo centric, and you just passing up on scores for projects. So
Nah, they
I guess
fucking
they're gonna bank
Lamelo. It's
on
what
this
y'all don't
upside.
understand.
You know, they're banking on the
They
upside that
fucking
maybe he
Lamelo
could
over.
Giannis or something.
Hell
Yeah.
no, bro. They fucking him over on purpose. Y'all forgot how Lamelo. I'm telling y'all, Lamelo still don't get promoted in the league, even before the injuries. The way he should have been promoted, he don't get the calls never in the league the way he should get his calls. It's all for a reason. He got. They made sure not to draft him at a place like Golden State Warriors. They would have flourished with LaMelo Ball. Do you hear me? They would have flourished. They made sure not to put him with a cat, Karl-Anthony Towns on the Timberwolves. He was such head and shoulders better than all of them to where he missed a month his rookie season and still won the Rookie of the Year. To now they talking about over the player who they talking about is the face of the NBA. Y'all need to wake up, bro. They fucking LaMelo over. They making sure not to draft players for him. They're making sure to keep his roster at a condensed level like it is. This shit is horrible, my nigga. That roster is terrible. You can change coaches, you can change all that, but if you got a horrible ass roster, what can you do? Only talking about Brandon Miller. Slide in here talking about Brandon Miller, bro. We'll see. Okay, the jury's still out on Brandon Miller. He didn't have no razzle dazzle type of rookie season and be like, oh yeah, Brandon Miller, knock it off. So to me, I don't see nothing for LaMelo Ball to be able to work with to actually succeed.
Well, I didn't Miller finish? Did he finish second or third in Rookie of the Year? I'm
Third
not.
behind. He was behind
I tell you
Wimby
what,
and
he started off. He
and
started
then
off not so well, but he finished pretty strong.
he
You
did pretty.
know,
I
Miller.
think Brandon did
He
good.
He
did
showed
pretty
some
good.
great.
I'm
Wimby,
not saying he was
but
trash. I'm just saying he ain't
yeah,
no difference maker.
but he was behind Chet and Wimby. That wasn't Brandon was not gonna get Rookie of the Year this last year. Not behind Chet and Wimby. That wasn't gonna happen. You know, I think he got. I think Chet got number 2 for Rookie of the Year. I think he did. You know, so no, so that wasn't going to happen. But again, I think the jury is still out. I think it's a good young team. I think the Hornets are going to surprise some people. But we'll revisit this, Pope.
How surprised for sure we will revisit this, but I don't even see what y'all seeing. What can you even be excited about? None of the moves that was made. Mark Williams is our only center still. Do we got Nick Wright still or whatever his name was, the
We
backup
still got
center?
Nick Richards.
Mark Williams is hurt, Pope, so
Mark
he
Williams
won't
got
be.
his
Yeah,
But
foot.
he
Got
won't be
Williams is hurt.
available
What
for
Nick
beginning of the
Richards?
season.
See,
they got Nick Richards.
that's what I
Yeah,
mean, bro. Like that's what I mean. It's like they making sure the Melo got to work with sloppiness. Like this is sloppy. It's all
Now
sloppy, bro.
you are right. You know that this roster is subpar. You know, especially compared to his counterparts. You know, we talking about Minnesota. Listen, yeah, they lost Cat, but they made a move. You know, they bringing in DiVincenzo. They bringing in good quality players. You understand? They bringing in Randle. He's a former All-Star. You know, when are the Hornets gonna trade for an All-Star? You know, so and then also look at Indiana. They went and got Pascal Siakam. You understand? So there's no aggressiveness coming from Charlotte. But what I will say is I think they have to accumulate the assets to get into these conversations. And I think Charlotte, they have facilitated 2 big deals for 2 teams. You know, I know it's like, oh, yeah, it's nothing. I think it's going to amount to something in the future. You know, their name was heavy in a lot of trade talks this summer. Their name was in the hat for Randle. You know, right before he went to Minnesota. Then you find out it was a 3-team deal. So they was close to maybe getting Randle out of this. You know, so I think if they continue doing what they're doing, eventually they'll get a break. They're going to have to get a high level, maybe not an all-star, but maybe a high-level role player.
I think they built a good foundation.
Something they're going to have to crawl before they walk. And they got some people here on this roster that they make a move, you know, to possibly do that. You know, including Bridges if necessary. You know, but I'm with you there. You know, the roster, we are banking on Miller to take that next step because I think if Miller takes that next step, you know, that will accelerate the process, you know, for the Charlotte Hornets. But it's definitely not as clear as some of these other teams that's in the league right now, where the Hornets is some question marks. There's a lot of hope, you know, and a lot of these other teams are for certain with theirs. You know, so I gotta agree. You're making some good statements, man. It's pretty harsh, but like I said, it's getting to the point where we're gonna have to tell it how it is. Because the Hornets have to make the playoffs. Lamelo has to make, because what's gonna happen eventually, y'all, is if he gets hurt again, the injury-prone label is gonna stick. You know, and if he doesn't make the playoffs, and you got what was it? Halliburton and Edwards was just in the conference finals. You understand? So this is not gonna be a good thing, you know, for LaMelo Ball as a professional basketball player. The questions are gonna start to arise. So we have to just tell it how it is and get yourselves prepared. This is a make or break season for the Hornets, man. Make no mistake about the situation.
Yes, sir, man. And that's what I'm saying. I was waiting for them. I was hoping and wishing. I'm like, it killed me the fact that you had Matt Bautista right there, sitting right there for you. To think like you would be able to have Brandon Miller play a 2 guard who's 6'8", 6'9", and Matt Bautista play a small forward 6'10", 6'11", bro, and then Miles Bridges play a stretch forward. Like now you're telling me you're looking to run, you're looking to do something. But to pass up him, I mean, and all of it, even if you grab Rob Dillingham to come off your bench as a point guard, whatever, to get somebody to help Melo out. And I know Miller, he had a smooth rookie season for sure. It wasn't a wowzers. It ain't talking about him not winning rookie of the year. You're not gonna win rookie of the year over Wemby or Chet Holmgren. But if you go look at Wemby and Chet Holmgren's rookie seasons, and even some people say Chet Holmgren might win a rookie. Okay, cool. It's sophomore season and Wemby's rookie season. It was, they had a lot of wowzers. They was out there like transcendent looking. You know, Brandon Miller didn't show me that. I wouldn't say he's going to be an all-star type player this season coming in. I don't think he's going to put up no all-star type numbers like how LaMelo, like, that's what I mean. Like, he cool. Miles Bridges, do I see him making an all-star this year? That's what I don't know.
Miles goes down.
Huh?
Now Miles is helping Brandon and LaMelo now. He is fell into a third option / high level role player situation now. He ain't the guy there anymore. That's over with.
He got his money though, huh?
He got $75 million, man. I mean, he fumbled a $174 million bag.
How many years did they give him?
3 years.
3 for 75. Okay. Yeah, I know. He disappointed me. I seen his little freestyle, and I'm like, bro, I'm like, bro, you just still a
That's
dumbass nigga, bro. Like,
RTMB.
like, damn, my nigga, like, yeah,
Yeah, you gonna
okay, you
drop him,
can,
man.
yeah, man, like, uh,
RTPMB, baby.
is that what it's called? Yeah,
That's
I'm
his
like,
stalking
and
plan,
the
bro.
boy, he got bars. That's what I'm saying. Like, and with these youngsters, man, it's like you got bars, bro. You talented with the music. You not in the streets no more, and you're not even a real like rapper full time. So you talking about bitches and guns and whatever like that silly shit that's out, bro. Like you can rap, it's so much shit to rap about. Like you can come up with so much to rap about. And for that to only your mind is that narrow. For you to just only can be stuck on like see what that's why I rock with Dame Lillard. And like even when Shaq was rapping, like he ain't bringing up no street shit. But and so Miles Bridges, it just shows me he's still young and dumb in the mind, bro. He don't get it. He don't get it.
Yeah, well, when he dropped that freestyle the next day, he announced his retirement from music. So
Yeah, that
that's
was
one
on
thing I
Oh, he
can
announced
say.
his retirement.
Yeah,
Freestyle was site too. I mean, channel. A lot of
once
people
the
rap on there,
freestyle
like
was
up and
shit,
coming
man.
artists.
The
A lot
freestyle,
of big
he was
artists
in the
was on
green
there.
room. He was in the green room, Pope. You know that green room
It was on the radar.
on the
I
radar.
think
I call it the
a
green
lot
room.
of
It's on the
rappers go
radar,
there for freestyles. So he went to a
and,
credible source.
and it went viral.
Yeah.
And then the next day he says he's retiring from music after it
All
went
right.
viral.
He was
So
talking all right.
think,
Some of the stuff
I
he
think,
was saying was all right. I ain't gonna lie.
I think
All
It
right,
was
it was
better than
fly.
someone
everything.
hemmed
Like
him up. I think someone hemmed him up, Pope. I think someone made a call and said, "Hey, like you
Mike,
said, that's over with."
Mike.
You
Who
think it
else
was
would
Mike?
make the call? Them owners ain't got no balls
My
to
mother
call
is
Miles
info. I
Bridges.
mean, he did that after they paid him $26 million a year, though.
Yes,
So he
right.
didn't pull
Correct.
this shit
Correct.
when shit was up in the air. He did this after he got his
Correct.
money.
Yeah, he got a little bit smarter. He said, "I ain't gonna hope. Let me get the money first this time before."
The fumble the bag on the one.
Yeah, man. But I'm like, nah, yeah, it ain't even that you see. That's the thing that Mike had to come tell you, or whoever came told you, knock it off. Now you gonna say you retired. I don't want to hear another rap, a line, a bar, nothing. Don't even in the locker. No freestyles for you no more. Like, because ain't nobody calling Dame Lillard and telling him now. You know why? Because Dame Lillard, his raps ain't on no negative stuff. And that's all. So yeah, it was fly what he was saying. All of that type of stuff. You had a bop to it. He was spitting. His wordplay was clever. All of that good stuff, bro. And his cadence was right. That's why I'm like, no, you got the talent, but you just don't got the mind. And that's where I'm at with it. I'm on your mind because your mind it tells me can I rely on you on this court, bro? Because you got to have a mind, a strong type of mind, deal with celebrity and deal with fans and so on and so forth, expectations, all this type of things. You got to be a grown man out here. You still like a young boy.
Mm-hmm.
So, that's what Lamelo. I don't see Lamelo doing no goofy shit. Lamelo chilling with his wifey. You feel me? Lamelo be on his grown man boss business type stuff in the off season. And that's what I'm like. But Lamelo need to start checking people, bro. It's time to start like, yeah, nigga, Miles. Nah, I'm not about to bop my head to that, nigga. Can we get focused? Can we get focused? I gotta rely on you, nigga. And
You
you
got
are here,
Lamar Jackson. I don't know if people know, but something happened on the plane. They won their first game. I think they was on a 3-game losing streak or something, or a 2-game. And basically, one of the teammates went live on the plane and it was putting fucking Lamar Jackson on there. He told Lamar Jackson, said, "Yo, you shouldn't even
Cut
be
that shit
live
off.
right now. We're supposed to be getting right." So he damn near embarrassed him in the middle of his live. I was like,
Lamar Jackson did.
Melo is gonna have to get there because
Lamar.
I think they really love him. They wear all his brands, so it's gonna get to the point where he's gonna have to, really,
It was
piss
a
some people
football.
off in this organization,
It
especially
was
these
it was
players.
football.
Somebody gonna have to shake it up. And believe it or not, it might be Miller because when they was losing last year, Miller looked very disgusted on that bench. And it looked like everybody was adopting his mindset of, man, this is some bullshit. Oftentimes they were laughing. It was clips where they was laughing and losing. So it's crazy what's going on with Shaw.
It should be Miller. He like to hang around killers and shit. So it should. Miller, check something. You like to bring pistols to niggas because they tell you to. Well, check somebody in your locker room then, chump. When they doing silly shit, he won't.
A couple times when he was on the court, I think Isaiah Stewart, people who was trying to try Miller wasn't going for it. So I could tell as he get older in the league, he ain't gonna be taking no shit off.
Yeah, Isaiah tried to punk Miller, man, and Miller went and dunked on his ass. So it's like, nah, I ain't the one.
Yeah, I liked it. That was the game. He did his thing, but yeah, he better do. Somebody better do. It need to be Melo though. Not that damn Miller. That Miller. Oh my God! I said, look, he had a good season. I just something about the kid.
You just ain't gonna do it. You just ain't gonna do it, all you folk. You just ain't. All right.
No, it's something about the kid. Even with Miles, it's like they seem to draft these dummies, like Book Knight, Kai Jones, like all in a row too, back to back. Like you had. Oh my God, these dudes is crazy. I just don't get it, man. But and that's what they put with LaMelo Ball. These dudes is something different.
I don't think they as trash as you said they are, Pope.
It ain't even about trash. It's their mindset because it's not all about just your skill set. A lot of it is mental and all of it, that type of stuff, bro, is big when it comes to winning. Like, it ain't just about your skill set. Where's the leadership around here? And I'm even talking about LaMelo.
That's why they bought Grant Williams there, though. Him and Tom, they take that up.
Williams. All right, look, Grant Williams ain't done nothing to make me. Yeah, I like the kid. I just don't like fat basketball players, though. I don't like big boned basketball. That shit looks weird. That's what I'm saying. They keep doing weird shit. You gonna get a fat, short power forward. Like, what the? My God, can LaMelo get a break? Can he get somebody that's not weird? This is weird. And then you went and grabbed him, the one cat from the Clippers who was the power forward. And then he ended up coming to Charlotte where he from, pounds and pounds of weed. That's all y'all do is keep getting Melo these dumbass niggas, man.
Dark man.
He talking about my man from the Clippers, 6 man of the year.
Yeah.
How do we forget his name? He was solid for the I wanted Charlotte to re-sign him.
Again, it ain't even their talent. It's not their talent.
Yeah, with Lou Williams.
Yes, it's their mind.
Is he out the league already?
Yeah, hell yeah, because his mind ain't right.
Somebody got to give me his name. What's his name? He's power forward.
I forgot that fast too. I forgot that fast
too. Somebody help us out in the chat.
Wait a minute, Dark man. Come on now.
You talking about the nigga? I know exactly who he's talking about. Trez. Yeah, Trez. Montrezl Harrell.
Yeah. See, look, we all damn forgot. That's what I'm saying. They go and get like if what's the boy? I done forgot his name already. The nigga Williams. We talking about it. Forgot his name already. If he was out the league 1 year, people would forget he was ever even in the league.
Book not out the league.
Nah, not Book Knight. I'm talking about Williams.
You don't like Trey Mann?
Look at all of the players. Like Book Knight.
I like Trey Mann. Hell yeah, I like Trey Mann.
It was a waste.
You don't like Trey Mann?
So I mean, it's not even like he was okay. He's not panning out, but he's a rotational player coming off the bench. Something like with Jaden Ivey. The Pistons fans upset with him, but should he in the rotation? I mean, this guy Book Knight. I mean, he was unplayable, and that was a lot.
I like Trey Mann.
That hurts your team. That hurts LaMelo Ball because what if they drafted a better player in that spot?
Right.
You fuck your timeline up when you do shit like that. When you have wasted draft picks.
Majorly.
crazy.
Yeah, those
Man.
two.
And if you go and look who got drafted after Book Knight and after Kai Jones, go look at who got drafted after them niggas and see what they looking like in today's NBA right now. It should have pissed you off. It was like, come on, man. What are y'all doing? Same thing this year. Same thing they did last. Who they get last year? Who they get last year? When Michael
Miller
Jordan wasn't a
and
part
Nick.
of it. Miller and
Miller
oh yeah,
and
Nick.
Nick Jr. Nick Jr.
That's right. That's right. Nick. That's solid. That's solid. That's solid.
Yeah.
Nick is he might be all right. Miller might be all right. Number 2 pick, I still wouldn't take him number 2, but guess what choice he has? Scoot is poop
They
for
traded.
now.
They traded. They got Avasa Misic, I think Serbian team. I think so. He's still in the fold, and they got
Oh,
Trey Man. I like Trey Man's. I like Trey Man. Grant Williams. They still got Cody Martin on the team, and
oh,
Nick Richards, man.
oh my God! We got the same. We basically got the same, except for Miller is new. Trey Man is new. But this Nick Richards kid's been around since Lamelo been there. Miles Bridges. Damn, man, I'm trying. We should have been moved on from these
Yeah,
chumps.
yeah.
But it's
I
all
think
good.
I think they're gonna make the move you want, Pope. I think they gotta put it together, bro. It ain't
To make the move I want is trade getting the Melo the hell out of there. That's the
that's not
that's the
happening.
that's the move I
Where
would
you
love
want him
for
to
him to make.
Minnesota?
No, that's not happening.
Where you want him?
Yeah. No, he need to go on home, go back to the Lakers. LeBron to be gone.
Of course, you want him to go to the Lakers. Speaking of
Yeah,
Lakers,
yeah.
speaking of your Lakers, Bronny,
No.
what's up? What's up?
We took listen. We have we have separated. Me and the Lakers, we don't agree. Right now, we have disagreements.
Nah, I ain't
So
gonna lie.
I'm a Lakers.
I want to get to the Lakers shortly too because I think they bullshitting. I don't know what's going on. But
Where's Dex? Where's Dex, Flight?
Well, you know when the Lakers are going through this turmoil, it's gonna be hard to find them.
Yeah, I'm
But
hearing
when
this
they
all
win,
love it. Man, hey,
he'll be back.
I'm hearing this all love and light in LA, bro. His father and son, the king and the prince are together.
The only thing I would be happy about I don't even know if we have a first round draft pick next season. Hopefully we do. I don't know if
you don't like Connect, Pope? You don't like Dalton Connect?
listen, man, I don't like none of whatever the Lakers is doing. I don't like. I don't know
Connect,
him.
bro.
I don't know him.
He's one
Well,
I
of the
don't
great
know.
white
Start
players.
the shit with Bronny though. Well, Laker fans should be disgusted.
We
I don't
are,
care
yeah,
what kind of championship. All I'm hearing about is Bronny.
yeah,
This shit is great. And
trash.
then Magic violated by saying this motherfucker need to go to the G League. He ain't ready. Magic seen him. You feel me? See,
Magic said
that's why
something
he had to
about it.
leave the Lakers so he could start talking how it is.
Flight,
You
wait a
feel me?
minute. Magic saw it.
Go ahead.
Magic saw it. Flight.
Well, I'm pretty sure he did, but Magic
Okay.
Johnson said that Bronny James need to be in the G League all season. If he was LeBron, I would send him to the G League because he's not ready.
Damn.
So Magic either seen him play or he got people up in the Lakers organization that's letting him know. What's going on. He probably needs to spend some time in the G League. We all know this was a passion project. They drafted his son. It was other people that should have been drafted before him.
Wait
This
a minute.
guy had a cardiac arrest. And the motherfucker, it was a dude, I forgot his name. Damn, it was Isaiah Austin. This motherfucker had heart issues. They wouldn't even let him get drafted. They sent his ass out the country. And then he done went through all these tests saying he's good, and they won't allow him to play. But Bronny James have a cardiac arrest and he back? Yeah. What if he was Bronny James? Do you think he would have got drafted? Hell no.
Hey. It's
no.
Scripting, bro.
He averaged like little to nothing either in USC. He wasn't the best player. He wasn't the best player at Sierra Canyon either. So, there's a lot of things going on, man. Unlike Karl-Anthony, ranked number 1 in New York City, the best high school player in New York. You understand? Actually, this guy never was ranked number 1. You know, so I mean, it's just a lot of things we need to start looking at. You understand?
He wasn't even ranked top 100.
That's what I'm saying. You know, and Cayenne don't get half the fucking the love. That's because he played basketball in New York. You know, it seems like all these channels they only highlight the California players, but I will leave that. You know, it is what it is.
No, I think it's more so that's LeBron's son. They've been highlighting Bronny when he couldn't even. They've been calling that little dude the second coming when he was 12, 13 years old, man. They've been showing every AAU game that little dude be on. And that's again, that goes back to LeBron, a big soul seller, brother. So of course they're gonna do whatever is clever. You feel me? That's what happens when you're in that industry. What Kendrick Lamar tell them? LeBron, keep the family away. Curry, keep the family away.
Well, they're doing the same with Bryce too. So I mean, you know, so
you know. But Bronny don't got no game. Just imagine though. Just think about that. Like he don't got no NBA game. I can't say no game. The boy can play basketball, but he don't got NBA game. He has no NBA type game. Barely got D1 college type game. And he drafted and got a contract, a 3-4 year contract with the Lakers. Like, talk about motherfuckers being privileged. That shit crazy. That's daddy privilege. But like, how can your daddy even do this? He don't even own the team. Well,
Jeannie
he a part of the go along, get along.
I'm gonna leave that alone. There's a lot going on in those circles right now, Pope, as you know. So
what? What's that?
No, I'm just saying,
you privilege?
Know. Oh no, not the privilege. I'm just saying, you know those circles that LeBron be in. You know, I mean, you've alluded.
Oh yeah. You know. He gonna get caught on them tapes. He gonna get caught on them tapes. Hell yeah, he gonna get caught on them tapes. That boy is all the way in. You heard what LeBron say. Jay-Z say. LeBron's a rock boy. So what he say? Who created more billionaires than me? Kanye, and Reed. Bron's a rock boy, so 4 technically.
Yeah, he did say that.
Yeah. I kept my record clean with the come on, pay attention. Kendrick ain't told that man to keep his family away from that. Why he calling Drake a pedophile? He ain't brung up Curry and LeBron James for no reason. That boy is in.
Yeah, a lot of these people was at the Diddy parties, though. We got to keep it real. LeBron was there, you know. So we just got to call it how it is.
Denzel was there. I just found out some cold shit on. I said, "Oh no, it's a girl who was actually there, Flight. If you ain't seen my latest video I put up, man, you can check it out after this. But it's a girl. She been talking about these freak offs since 2010. She was a part of it. She was a little girl at the time. She's 30 years old now.
Oh, I know what you're talking about.
Yeah, she was a little girl, bro, and she said they ain't called freak offs. They satanic ritual orgies. That's what they is. She said that they use little kids. She was one of the little kids. They will put the little kids naked on a table and put food on them. Call them party favors. The little kids was called party favors. And they shut the doors to the place and all kinds of shit. She talking about how Denzel was off in there doing some things to her. You feel me? And like you can tell she ain't capping, nigga. She crying and some more shit. Talking about it today. And this happened to her many, many moons ago. She even talked about how she a foster kid. Because I was wondering how these kids is getting over the Diddy spot, late night freak offs. She said Riverside County, which is in California, Riverside County Child Protective Services is where she grew up in foster. That's who gave her away, bro. Child Protective Services is a part of that type of shit. When kids come up missing and all of that, yeah, they sell them off to the Epsteins and to the powers that be, bro. And she was one of these girls, my nigga. And Steve Harvey. She talked about Steve Harvey being there doing strange things to her. Denzel, Young Jock. Pink, Megan Fox. Yeah. She got Alpha Davis and some more shit, my nigga. It was wild. So I say, yeah, they wild. LeBron's a rock boy, so 4 technically. That shit's amazing, man. That shit hurt my heart, bro. I'm like, she was like, man, y'all talking about these indictments on these adults, but these adults, and what about these kids? I ain't heard nobody talk about these kids they had in there, like straight up, like kids on the table talking about, listen, doing shit to animals, bro. They had them doing sexual rituals, satanic rituals to animals, and they doing shit to animals and blood. They had different areas. Bro, she break this shit all the way down. Hello. Foster kid said the system sold her, my nigga, to these people. Talking about 1,000. She said 1,000 bottles of baby oil. What you thought that was for? She said that's for them kids. She said they were $65,000 worth of pizza and hot dogs. Who you think that's for? It's for them kids. Keep talking about. I said, damn, bro. She said, yeah, I'm on them tapes that they got. That's why they know. That's why they didn't let that man get no bail. Because they seen too much. They got too much evidence. They're like, nah, nigga, you crazy. And you threatening to kill motherfuckers. Nah, man. You stay right here. Crazy ass. We see you doing this crazy, weird shit to these people. And of course, Jay-Z worse. Jay-Z worse. They trying to get Caitlin Clark off in them parties. She like, nah, no thank you. I'm like, hey, fuck you then, bitch. At every turn. We not fuck you then. You don't want to go along with the get along. You are not excused. You got too many followers. We need you to push agendas, narratives. You see how Asian them pushing the agenda? You see? They push the racial and the gay shit agendas. We need you to push some shit too. She like, nah, I just hoop. I'm just a killer on the court. Yeah, the industry dirty, man. Lil Bronny, I never thought of Lil Bronny being look weird, like he act and just he comes off as a weirdo. No, just me.
But everybody, you say everybody a weirdo, Pope.
Huh?
You say everybody's a weirdo, Pope.
I do. I almost do. But when we talking about the weirdos, that's true.
Yeah.
We talking about Diddy's a weirdo.
Yeah, it's
talking
sad.
about
It's sad, bro. I did a piece of content on it early on. I didn't even want to dive too deeply into it. You know, I had some choice words to say about it. I'm not going to say it on this platform, but you know, you come on over to the Unfiltered Bonfire. I say it over there. You know, and I agree, man. This is our children we're talking about, bro.
children.
I don't care about a lot. I don't want to hear no whataboutisms on this one, bro. Our children are in the mix in this. Some of them thought that they were there. Some of those young people thought that he was there to put them on, bro. You know, and they do this madness, bro. You know, they went there thinking they were going to be a star, you know, making the band. You know, you want all that stuff. You begin to wonder what happened. You know what I'm saying? It's like so I have very choice, intense, not safe for work, not safe for the algorithm type words to say about our friend or that whatever P did.
Yeah,
That's how I
president. Yeah,
look at it.
yeah, no, yeah. He's a prayer. Yeah, that shit's wild, bro.
Yeah,
But
none
it
of
ain't
that
just
shit,
him.
bro.
Like I said, it ain't just him. I've been saying this shit for so long, and the fact that even like Kanye West, when he tell you to your face to face with the camera, I sacrificed my mama. Like, and that went over people head. People didn't talk about it that much. Like, they just let the like that should have been huge. A person like Kanye West just told you he sacrificed his mother, and that just went over people's head like a carry on. I was telling people he sacrificed his mama in real time when it happened. I'm like, bro, that was a blood sacrifice. I know all about the boulets and all that type of stuff. So when it happened, I'm like, oh, that's weird. She died from a, come on, knock it off. Yeah, that happens from time to time, but yeah, no, that ain't it. And then soon after that, he winning all the Grammys and he getting all of this stuff and see, here it go. There he is. And then now, come 20, 30 years later, he come out and let the people know, yeah, I sacrificed my mama. Come on, man. This is what they do. So, Jennifer Hudson, too. And I said, man, cold peaks. Satanic as they come. I advise this. You ever heard that 911 call from Jennifer Hudson about her family being slain?
I remember when it went down. I didn't delve deep into it. I didn't listen.
No, all you gotta do is go listen to the call. The call is right on YouTube. All you gotta do is Jennifer Hudson 911 call. That's it. Just listen to the call. It's her telling the police she walked into her people's being slain. But you can tell right off the bat it's the whole stage and acted out situation. It's ridiculous. Like you can tell just from listening to that call that this is crazy. That this girl set her family up. Just listen to the call to the police. Her telling the police, my family in here, woo. They died, shot up, woo. But it was like a joke. It was poorly scripted. I would say it was poorly scripted on both parts. Police part, her part. They did horrible. It was a cold situation. And sure enough, look at Jennifer Hudson. Go look how much she worth. She don't even do shit no more. She don't sing. She don't do shit. But she worth like $200 million. It's some shit. Like how? Why? You came from American Idol. Knock it off. You went from American Idol right into what was that movie that was in with Beyonce and all the top tier women? She went right into that movie. I said, yeah, she did something strange. I don't forget what the movie's called. That they actually got sued for it too, because they didn't get the rights to do the shit. You remember that movie I'm talking about with Beyonce? What was in it? It was her.
I never messed with Beyonce and them, bro. I never did.
But it was a big movie. It wasn't just Beyonce. I'm just saying Beyonce was in the movie.
Was the one when she had the afro?
Yeah.
Yeah.
They was playing an old school girl group. But Beyonce wasn't even like one of the main characters. Jennifer was the main character, but I'm trying to think. Fuck, was it Taraji P. Henson? It was some main black actors, women actors that Jennifer Hudson she played over the main role over, which people was like, how the fuck she playing main role over? Exactly, I can't even remember who was in it, but that's just strange though. You go straight from American Idol to getting the main role over like 4 different prominent actresses. And you the main character? Hell, why? Same thing I be saying about WNBA. Why all of these girls that nobody heard of got commercials all day long? And when Caitlin Clark, the one that everybody has heard of, she ain't got no commercials. How is that possible? How is that even smart business? It's not. I'm gonna put all these girls, nobody know who the hell they are. And you get a commercial, you get a commercial, you get a commercial. Nobody know who the hell y'all are. But the number one eyes on this game now, person that's bringing that in, no commercials. That's what I used to say about Lamelo Ball. I used to say, because he ain't bending over. He ain't selling out. He got that fan base he got. It's crazy. That fan base, he gained his fan base authentically. Not nothing that a company had to push, a brand had to push. It was an inside thing, and they did it organically. Caitlin Clark, same shit. She got her shit organically. They didn't push her out. They didn't having to talk about her like how they do LeBron James every day on ESPN, FS1. They got to talk about the Cowboys, same shit over and over and over and over and over. It's like the radio stations. They play you the same songs over and over and over. You catch you singing songs you don't even fucking like. But yeah, you singing the shit in your head. You're like, what the fuck? Hold on, wait a minute. So it's the same thing, bro. And that's how they play it. They'll tell you, Angel Reese, they'll tell you Angel Wilson, they'll tell you this, is that. All time it's the whole fucking lie. They know they're lying.
Well, you don't like these folks, so it is what it is, bro.
No, I don't, because she'll go along, get along. It ain't nothing to like. Ain't nothing alike. She's a misrepresentation of black people. That's what I be trying to tell people. That's not how black people act and black women act. That's not it.
What you
So
mean?
again, it's about minds. It's about the minds. It's not how we act, bro. That's not how we act. That shit is horrible. Everything gotta be ghetto-fied when it comes to black people and black stuff. That's bullshit. That's total bullshit. And
Okay.
that's what they promote. It's just like how they all used to promote the bullshit music. They only put bullshit music used to on the radio, and you only get a deal if you're doing certain type of music. So they can control the narrative. It's the same thing. They wanna put this type of black person on Front Street and make everybody think this is how black people is. This is how they act. This is how they talk. This is how they think. And look, we're gonna glorify her and give her a bag and woo wah woo. And so many, and not just her, but a bunch of them. That's what they do. Talk and walk like this and portray this image. And we give you the bag. And they cool with it. Some naturally is like that because they grew up in it, whatever the case may be. Some it's a script. And they play it to the script. But her, she can't control it. She actually a product of her household, of her mother, bro. She's a junior. Her mama name is Angel Reese. Her mama named her after her, my nigga. That should tell you a lot right there. You a smart nigga, you should know what that type shit means. When a woman named her daughter after her. That's weird. It's not, it's like, what? So where the daddy at? Oh, you mama and daddy. You one of them, huh? Oh, you was a hooper? You want your daughter to be a hooper. You know, she was gonna be tall because you tall, running the family, y'all hoopers. She can't make a fucking layup. But you must have forced it to tell you gonna be a hooper. You gonna do it. You can tell. You ain't got the passion for it. You had time to sit and work on your game. Instead, she went over to Paris to post pictures and shit for IG. You're not a hooper. That's not what hoopers do. You more worried about a celebrity. That's what I see. I see them pushing the narrative. You so I'm like, bro, no, I don't like her at all. I don't like Kamala Harris neither. Fuck no. They fake, bro. That's fake shit. They not us. They're not authentic black people.
Up that can of worms. Yeah, they'll get you for Kamala, boy.
Yeah,
I'm out of that
but that's
conversation.
not.
I don't even talk about it. I'm done. I don't even talk about that.
Oh man, I mean, we ain't saying nothing against no lines of. We ain't saying nothing against the guidelines. We ain't saying nothing against the guidelines. As long as we keeping it smooth on YouTube, so my boy channel. But I mean, we just having honest talk, nightcap type talk. Cause this is what's going on, brother, chap, hey Chief. This what's going on, Chief. This what's going on in these streets, man. And shit, I'm more pissed on. That's what I be like, nigga. Fuck Trump and fuck Kamala. How about we stand up and say, nigga, we not voting for neither one. Both of them fuck. How about that? How about we with the people, good people who stand for something, no matter the color of your skin, no matter what you stand for. Do you stand for bullshit, or do you stand for go along with whatever? All right, that's what Americans do. That's why we'll go to war with our government. Never. For real, for real. But if them other countries, they stay at war. You ain't putting that law on us. Fuck you. We'll throw it out, nigga. We'll die by this shit. Stand on business. We don't stand on business. We stand on money, the bag. You got the bag. That's how you get respected. You don't get respected because of what type of man, what type of woman, your morals, those type of shit, your character. You don't get, if you broke, all right, fuck your character, your morals, how good you is. Nigga, you stupid because you ain't rich. You're a millionaire. That's what they sell us. And we buy that shit. And that's why I be like, nah, fuck Angel Reese. Cause she pushing there. Bitch, go hoop. Let me see you go kill on the court. That's what I want to see. I want to see you be a killer on the court. Same thing like John Morant. Like I don't like that shit. John Morant, real killer. He's a real killer on the court. But then he got this old. I gotta beat. Nigga, hey, yeah, let me. Nah, bro.
Well,
No.
he put the toy gun down, you know.
But it took all of this though. It took all of this. It's already too late. We already know you as a fuck boy. So yeah, you can. Can you get your image? Yeah, you can. You get second chances, but we know you're a fuck boy.
Well, Nike
Now
gonna
Nike, same thing.
Nike's gonna deal with his image, you know. You know, so he's one of those Nike athletes. So
Yeah, whatever. You know.
and they got him easy. So you know, so
Yeah, I know. Ain't nobody really talk. I mean, his game does his talking, and that's all he needs to let do his talking. His game says it speaks loudly. It speaks very loud. He's off the chain. See, when your game is not off the chain, it's why my injuries. Why I don't fuck with injuries neither. Because it's like you do more talking than your game. Your game don't do the talking.
Let me ask you a question. Portland, do you think Scoot and Klingon can have a similar thing as Ja and Edie down in Memphis?
Oh yeah, I think Scoot gonna have a hell of a sophomore season on all the naysayers. So yeah, I think Scoot gonna get the loot this season. I don't know about whatever his name is. I ain't watched him enough. You know, heard about him, ain't watched him enough. But you know, look, NBA gonna have to do something different too, bro. That's why so many people tired of the NBA and the style of play. It's a turnoff, and now it's starting to trickle down to the NFL. It's this new day and age type people. It's starting to trickle in. All the real ones is going out now. All the real ones is starting to leave the game now, from whether it's on all sports. All the ones we grew up knowing that was about that life, they all gone now. LeBron about to be gone. KD about to be gone. Steph about to be gone. When they all leave, oh my God. You got Kobe gone. See, like them was the last Mohicans. Them was the last of the real ones. Because these new soft way niggas, man, from football, these coddled, entitled mentality of this young gen, and it's our fault too, because we allow them to get sucked up in this social media type industry. You got these grown ass women talking about, I'm getting attacked in the WNBA, I get attacked and racially profiled in social media. Like, do you sound really? All the WNBA.
Some stuff was said now, Pope. You ain't gonna say nothing was said now.
It don't matter what's said on social media. You know how much shit is said to me on social media? And that, like, come on, man. Like it ain't a lot of shit that's been said on social media to a bunch of superstar and celebrity people. You block it, you ignore it. It could be a lot of them is troll. It don't matter.
Death
I don't know you. Yes, that shit don't matter. You sitting on your couch talking death threats, nigga. You ain't really coming up to me in person, never. So until you get and listen, nigga, ain't nobody show receipts, nobody. So only thing is they word, and that's all people is taking is they word at the shit. Cause yeah, I didn't read through a bunch of comments, and no, I see people clowning their ass. I see people telling them shut the fuck up, but I don't really see no, oh, you black monkey type. I don't see no real racist, and you put a dick in your. I like no, bro. I don't see it, and if it's getting to their DMs, then they would quickly show us this shit. If they was getting hundreds of thousands of messages about racial slurs and death threats, they would show us that shit. They run their mouths and tweet so much other shit. Why wouldn't they? Of course they would. They know they can't because that ain't it. like Angel Reese saying, somebody follow me to my house. If somebody follows to your house, young lady, you didn't call the police? You didn't call the police? That's crazy. That's crazy. So you say these things, but if somebody actually follows you to your house, I'm sure a motherfucker gonna call the police. Especially you being a female. You ain't a hardcore nigga. You're not about to go out there with the burner and burn him up for following you. So I'm sure you're gonna call the police. Somebody sending death threats already at you, and then they following you to your address. You a lie, bro. That's a lie. Like you can't pee on my leg and tell me it's raining. That don't make no sense. Ain't no police reports of that. So you lying. So y'all say one thing, and yes, y'all could be receiving it. I tell you, you could be receiving this shit. But it's social media. Like y'all gonna cry over that? You know how many death threats LeBron James and so many others have had and still probably get when shit don't go their way? People been gambling big money on them. You know, it's listen. Let me in Laker land. It's tough to be if you're not because people catch you in LA walking around in LA and they be on you. Even the celebrities, they gonna be on you because they gambling so much money. Like, man, what happened? Why you been there? They want to when they see LeBron or whoever, they want to tell you what the fuck, bro.
Yeah. See, that's why Cat can't play soft in New York because they'll stop him in Brooklyn.
You're correct. New York gonna be on.
They will stop Cat in Brooklyn right to his face. They already said it. Cat, damn it. Cat tweeted something out when they did the trade. Cat tweeted like some little periods or whatever. And somebody from New York put up under his damn mentions, don't come to New York playing like a bitch. That's what they said. So it's joy in New York now. There's joy. But Cat got to go back to Tibbs. Cat, he got to play like he played under Tibbs, and then but if Cat go that soft, he will hear about it. Not only on the streets, Stephen A will tear him up, man. Stephen, it's a different thing in New York. Julius probably happy he can chill in Minnesota now. His wife is cool. His wife was cool with him going. Say, yes, Minnesota's gorgeous. Let's go. They don't seem like they two broke up from leaving, getting up out of New York. You know what I'm saying? So we'll see. This season is going to be interesting. I see there's a lot of interest in it. Although it is WNBA-ish, bro. I mean, not WNBA-ish. It's very scripted. The overseas players have more fundamentals. They play harder. They're more physical. I don't like that. The AAU system I've been a critic of, man, because they have made it where now the NBA is starting to grab French players. They got Wemby, they got Zachary from Atlanta. He down in Atlanta, and they got some of these other. They're starting to grab some of these other French and then some of these other European players, man. And the AAU is we busy looking at dunks and highlights and clout and all that other stuff, So it bothers me. It bothers me. Thunder. I think Cat will be fine. He has to adapt regardless. I don't know. Tibbs gonna make it. Tibbs is gonna make it where he's fine because Cat already know how Tibbs play because Cat played under Tibbs when he's in Minnesota. So Cat know that the I'm the best 3-point shooting big. He know that mess is over with, bro. That's over. Tibbs gonna put his ass in the post.
To say to your point about like how these youngsters are soft, man. Like I be coaching, right? And I coach AAU basketball. And I get a lot. I live in Oklahoma, so I get a lot of players that play football, right?
Okay.
And this is a football state out here in Oklahoma. So even though they play both, like a lot of their main sports be football, but they come over, make a long story longer, and it's been for the years, and it don't even matter. Matter of fact, I shouldn't even say that because I didn't coach in Vegas not too long ago. A few years ago, I was just out there, had some kids out there. These little dudes, man, from you talking about 14, 15, 12, 13, they can't do push-ups. From the west to the east to the Midwest out in Bend, and they don't know how to do push-ups properly, bro. This is a major issue to me. I don't even understand that. I'm like, how did y'all play football too, especially playing football? Yo, you 13, 14, and you don't know how to do a proper push-up. You struggling to lift your own weight. And I'm seeing this constantly. Do you know what that tells me? That tells me so much, bro. Like that shit is like what the push up. And we was doing push. Man, come on, man. Like our push ups in football. I remember. Okay, my first time playing organized football was 10 years old. Tackle football. I already knew how to do push ups and all of that already, though. And I'm single mama, so she didn't teach me how to do push ups neither. That was regular in the hood. We did push ups. So whatever. Anyway, practice. We had this was different type of push ups because the coach made you hold them up, down, one, up, down, up. Like we had to do, and bellies off the ground, knees off the like. Boy, them was real push ups. And I'm telling these kids like, man, y'all can't even just do the regular just push ups. The majority of them, you'll catch one or two they can do they push ups, but the majority of them, no bullshit. From age 12 on up, they do push ups. That's what we're looking forward to. They be having skills, right? And I'm talking about niggas who got skills. And they just can't do push ups. Soft as Dr. Cotton.
So what do you think that is it at home? Is it not being pushed? It's just the way
Yep.
the way they're being raised in the whole system.
Yep. The whole system where they being raised, bro. Yep. It's the whole system.
They're not
It's the
doing that
whole
overseas
system.
though.
And even like, huh?
They're not doing that overseas. They getting trained overseas like professionals, bro. That's how Luka
Man,
came in the cook.
they
Now
doing push ups.
you know how I feel about Luka, but he has come and cooked now. You know what I mean? I can't, it is what it is.
Oh yeah, you don't like white folks. I already know.
No. See, don't do that, Paul. I don't like white players that inspire a certain type of energy from those who support them. You know, I don't like.
But you
I don't
can't
like
help who support who though. It don't that don't just
I
like
don't
you.
like the shit talking that they do and the certain things they say. I'm whooping on these niggas and all this stuff. No, leave that alone. You know what I'm saying? You don't have to say
Yeah, I
that.
mean, I don't hear no white boy saying no shit like that. But
You need to say that. I've seen
uh,
it. I've seen it.
yeah. No, I'm just saying that I don't experience. Like if I go to a game, I go to games and shit like that. I don't. Then no,
Oh, man,
sir.
shit in
I,
the face.
I don't hear no shit like that.
Oh, they'll have
And
time.
just like even I was at the Caden Clark game. It was all I was sitting next to.
Oh, wait a minute. Hold it, Paul. Somebody said I saw the post on your IG, man. I gave it a fire, man. So somebody saw you up there, recognized you.
Yeah, a couple people, man. Shit, I want to say about 10 people recognized. So well, that shit was crazy in itself.
Well, damn. Okay.
Yeah, that was smooth.
I'm chilling with Pope B. Frank, blah, 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 blah. That motherfucker put it on his page. I said, okay. I said, this is what we
Yeah,
do, bro.
shout out to
Okay.
Chalk.
Shout
Yeah,
out.
I mean, yeah, a couple people was like Paul and see me a couple times. I mean, I ain't know, very
Right.
small fish, but yeah, they a couple folks recognized me, man. That was smooth.
That's crazy. It shows that you never know who passing through and watching the content, man. You never know. That's
You
interesting,
never
man.
know. Yeah, you
That is.
never know, man. And it wasn't no hatred there or no racial shit being done and said or nothing. Man, it was a hellified game.
But yeah,
Hellified game.
from what
I
I've
was sitting
seen,
there. Huh?
I think Connect, Mataz, Reed Shepard, Edie, Klingon. I think they're all gonna be pretty good. I like the Caruso type white players. I like them more. They gritty, they got heart. I like those types. And they just play the game. Ain't no extra hoopla about them. They just go and hoop. You know what I'm saying? I'm afraid for Cooper Flag, though he's talented. I don't want all the I wanted to stay hooping with him. I don't want all this other stuff added to him because I want him to come in and play his game and become what they think he is. But I don't
What?
like all the hype that they put on these young players. And they expect them to come in already ready and polished when they still have growing to do. And hopefully they fall into a good organization that'll help develop them into, the great players that they are, So I'm always cautious with hype, either too high or too low. You know what I'm saying? That's why I like, even with Scoot, I didn't throw him away. I just said I said he may need a little bit more time to get to where he needs to go. I'm not declaring Scoot a bust. Actually, I think they're setting up a pretty good foundation in Portland for him. So I like that team up there that they got Shaden, they got Scoot, they still kept damn Jeremy Grant in the fold. They got 3 good centers up there they can pick from for him, either Klingon, DeAndre. DeAndre's a little soft, yeah.
Hey, Trey.
Yeah,
But I wanted to speak on that Cooper Flag. I don't go too far because and the hype what you were talking about. They gotta come if it's warranted. They all come in with the hype. It ain't got nothing to do with no color neither. And we can't control what and nobody else whatever they think. If a player is a player, period. I wouldn't give a fuck if he was Asian. If a player is a player and can play, then that's it. That's it. That's always been it for me. When I was a youngster coming up and I used to see Larry Bird, I didn't even damn near look at him as white. I was a young kid. I looked at him as a killer on the court. I looked at him as special. He was special, just like Magic was special, Jordan was special, and the niggas who was special. There wasn't too many of them white boys that was special like that. But when the ones that is,
Tom was okay.
There he is.
Tom Chambers was okay, but Mullen was all right.
For sure. Dennis Tramp, and it was all right.
That was all right,
special.
There was some. If you were black and you was rooting for Bird, you were seen as a sellout in some circles. You know this now. That was going on. I would, maybe. I don't want to exaggerate like race being a part of certain things. But it is the fabric. This is the United States. It is a part of the culture of the United States.
But it don't affect nothing unless you let it affect you. That shit shouldn't affect unless that shit is in front of you again. Like if you experience going to a game and a motherfucker say some shit to you crazy out of bounds, or something like that in your face, and you got to deal with it in that time, and you deal with it. But if that ain't the case, that ain't the case. And somebody saying something online or whatever they saying in the comment, like that shit is that never bothers me. I don't give a fuck what somebody got to say about, especially I don't even know you. Like I don't even know who you are.
Some internet shit on a blank avatar. You can't even see their face. I got that. I understand that.
Yeah. Like if they in your face, you at a bar or something, motherfucker. Yeah, fuck that nigga or something. No, hold them up. I mean, like then we gotta then hey. But what you saying out in the spaces, bro? I can care less, bro. I got it's too much to deal with in real time, real life situations. So, like I say, and that's why I'm like, with Caitlin Clark, all I see is pure heart and straight killer, straight dog, straight. That's it. Like it cool. See what I mean? She off the fucking chain, and we never even seen it. We never even seen a woman and her stats is proven. I'm not even a stat type of person. But if it was you never watched her for real, you just go look at all the records she done broke. 63 fucking records in 40 games is crazy in itself. But you talking about all times. She didn't set all time records in her first season.
How do you see her in Boston working? I think that's a good combination. Her and Aaliyah Boston.
No, Boston not a hooper. She got to get in the gym.
Come on, Pope. You serious?
I watch every game. I don't miss a minute. I watch every single game, and I know basketball
You don't think Boston would be a good big for Caitlin?
No, she got to work on her game. She got to she. Okay, so this is what. If you're gonna hear me out, because
I'm gonna listen because I'm curious. Because I thought Boston
me too.
And Caitlin was a good inside out type of situation.
No. A lot of the women not good. Okay, that's for starters. That's for starters. A lot of the women aren't good. That's why nobody's ever really watched. Nobody's really entertaining. Even the ones that are good, they're really not that good. It's not exciting to watch, right? So when you got Aaliyah Boston, who was good in college, she was good in high school, off the chain. High school, got to Don Staley, good coach. College, parents are still on her, I guess. She's a hellified person, but had a good coach. Then she went right into the WNBA, had a hellified rookie season, averaged 15, 10, shot the highest field goal percentage in the league her rookie season, made an All-Star. Then she had an off season, and she came back second year after this off season and that break, and she got that rookie head coach in Christy Sides. Maybe didn't give her no off-season duties, or this is what you need to work on when you come into camp. I want to see this. I want to see improvement here. She came into camp not in shape, not ready to play. She missing bunnies at the rim all day long. And I'm thinking, because the homie told me, who watched WNBA basketball before Kaden Clark got there, told me she like Baby Shaq. I'm like, oh, damn, Kaden got a Baby Shaq? So I was excited. I was going in with a positive. Oh yeah, she gonna, and man, if you ever go watch her really play, and when she get the ball in the paint, how many dribbles she got to take to try to get her shot off, just to try to get her position. How it's so hard for her to even get deep post position with that big body she got. She don't set solid screens. She don't move her feet on defense. She's not a solid rebounder because she don't like to box out. She don't like to see. She don't like to get touched. And I'm like, damn, girl, you big as hell. So trust me, no, she's not. Either she took that her break, her time, her off season, and bullshitted it away, and then it took her so much to get in gear so long, because she started getting in gear and started to make it a little shit that she had a lot of problems with, that I feel like she shouldn't have had problems with. She was getting, when Kaden Clark she is responsible for 45% of the of the offense. 45%. I mean, she got to get you all the buckets, basically. She got to work too much. For you to be an all-star, she shouldn't have to work so hard. She better dump it down to you, and you demand a double team. But it's the opposite way. They double team Kaylin off the screen that Aaliyah Boston's supposed to pick at the top of the key. She slipped the screen. Caitlin get her to her. She wide open at the free throw line. Misses all damn fucking day long. Wide the fuck open. Nobody even guarding. They did that to her all season. They would double team Caitlin at the top. She get it to Leah Boston. Leah Boston had a whole lane. It's 4-on-3. She don't know what to do with it. Whether it's her shooting it or finding the other open player. She was confused. I'm like, no, not a hooper. And that's coaching too, but that's her too. So she got the talent. I don't know if she got the work ethic though. Kaylin is a hooper. Like, that's what she do. You can tell by her game. It's consistent on what she do. 19 assists, my nigga, in the game. That's insane. Even for women's. Like, the record was 18 for Van Slew or some lady named Van Slew. It took her 12th season to get 18 assists. It took Caitlin Clark her first year in 22 games. Never has a rookie ever recorded a triple-double in the history of the WNBA. Caitlin Clark got 2 of them. She got robbed of another 2. I know people don't. She got robbed of another 2. Honestly. They took 2 assists away from her 2 games in a row, and she would have had 2 other triple-doubles. I caught that shit out. But I'm like, she off the chain, bro. She done done everything. The most points produced in a season comes from Caitlin Clark in WNBA history. Diana Taurasi was up there, was number 1 because she just took her shit. She just snatched all their records in her first season. as a true 22-year-old with all the pressure on her back. With all the pressure, whether they wanted to see her fail or succeed, that's tons of pressure. She bringing something to a sport that ain't never even been brought to a sport. People talking about this shit crazy, and she was able to do her stuff. Nigga, that's called doggy dog. And I'm like, we got. Don't look at her like she white. Look at her like, nigga, you a killer.
Do you keep up with some of the other WNBA players like in college or like in college? Like have you watched like Juju
Hell
Watkins?
yeah. Hell yeah. How can't you? Juju is another one. That's what I mean. How can't you watch Juju? If you like hoops, like I like hoops, right? And you like hoops. If you like hoops and you see somebody hooping, girl, boy, man, woman, you're gonna be attracted to it. Just like we was attracted to the Ball brothers when they was in high school. Cause why? It was a different they can hoop, different type of hooping. It was off the chain. Okay, that's like I went into watching their game. The first game I watched of the Ball brothers went into it thinking negatively like about them because I had a nephew who was the same age as them who I thought was the nicest nigga in the country and who was getting snubbed in the rankings. And my auntie, who was his grandma, said, "You must ain't seen the Ball brothers." I said, "Who the fuck the Ball brothers?" She said, "Yeah, you ain't seen the Ball brothers." My auntie, nigga, you ain't seen the Ball brothers? Hell no, whoever they is, they can't be nicer than nephew. And not being biased because he my nephew, not a nigga dunking on everybody and everything, smacking shit off the glass, everything, jumpers, everything. So I'm like, can't be harder than nephew. She said, go check out the Ball brothers. So I said, if Auntie's saying this, these niggas must be real. Let me see. And sure enough, I was hooked. Right after that, I was like, oh yeah, okay, Auntie knew what the fuck she was talking about. These dudes are different type of individuals. I said that little one immediately. I said that little one and the oldest one is two different type of individuals. That was my first response to them watching them play. Was the little one and the older one. Them two is different type of dudes. Yeah, they nicer than nephew. I had to admit it. So I just look at who. So Juju, same thing. I seen her junior year in high school. I seen a game of her playing Sierra Canyon against Jada Williams. I was following Jada Williams because that's Mikey Williams' girl, and she was a hooper. I seen her hoop and her little highlights she was showing. So I was following her, and she played against Juju Watkins and Sierra Canyon, and it was talking about they're the number one team in the country, and this the number one player. And boy, sure enough, I said, "Oh shit!" I thought Jada Williams was nice. This girl, Juju Watkins, is crazy, and I was following her ever since. So again, her doing 27 points her freshman season, right? That's only been done one time before. A freshman averaged 27. You know who it was?
Who was that?
Kenny Clark. Kenny Clark averaged
Uh,
27 her freshman year. Did you know that?
no, I didn't.
Yeah, she came in a killer. She didn't just overnight. They hid her from us. Yeah. She came in 27. Something that's never been done before her freshman season. And you know they get a National Player of the Year award to? Paige Buckers, who was a freshman as well. She averaged 21 points though. She averaged 21, 6 and 5. Kaylin averaged 27, 7 and 6. Much better numbers than her across the board, but yet they robbed her of the Player of the Year. And they turned around, knew they robbed her because they turned around and made them share Freshman of the Year award. So yeah. Juju just did the same thing, had the same type of freshman season. Caitlin Clark had her freshman season.
Okay, so that's interesting. I hate what. Well, I ain't even going to talk about Gigi. So, um,
Oh, 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 GT. We love you, GT.
yeah, I ain't gonna say nothing about Gigi yet. That it's that's
You talking about Brian, correct?
yes, yes,
Oh
yes.
man, come on, man. Come on, man.
Kobe was getting
Oh,
her ready, boy. Ugh.
that was my girl right there. That's who I knew before Caitlin Clark or Juju or Jada Williams. I knew Gigi. Gigi in my CC22 song too. Yeah. R.I.P. to Gigi. Let her play with Juju.
Hmm.
Out with the old, we the leaders of the new school.
Okay.
Oh
Yeah.
yeah, man. Juju is going. She's next up as far as transcendent. Must see TV. That's Juju. That's CC. Them two right there. They're the only two when it comes to females. That's must
So
see because they play like men play. They got that style that men play with.
so they'll
That
be the ones that'll be the draw. Then is what you saying?
For sure, the only ones. And what's so crazy about this to me too is I don't see Caitlin Clark plays a lot like Lamelo Ball.
What?
Yes, indeed, plays a lot like Lamelo Ball. Tall point guard because she's 6 foot tall. That's small forwards in the WNBA. Okay, tall point guard handles faster than what you think she is. She way faster than a whole lot of people. Fast, pinpoint, full court, pretty passes, just like LaMelo Ball. You need to go watch her play. So I'm like, you must ain't really watched her play just because of the color of her skin. She play like LaMelo Ball. She pull
No,
up
I
from
agree.
on the logo. She shoot the deepest three. She shoot deeper threes than Steph, Dame, and everybody else. Did you know that? She on her average. Her average, but they average compared to her average long distance threes. She shoot the deepest. Come on, man. She not hype, bro. That's why people. That's why it's a thing where it's like she got handles. She be breaking ankles. She didn't put many of them WNBA players. You know what I mean? Ankles she broke this year with the handles and the step back jumper. Like how Melo be hitting them with the step back jumper. When it comes to that, they got it very similar. And nobody can score. This is what make Melo to me dynamic. The way he could score at the rate he could score and his passing, his vision, his IQ of the game, how he see that shit and put that shit on the money for you in the most weirdest ways where you think, no way is you gonna get that pass to whatever you was thinking. And that shit go on the money. Yeah. That's Caitlin Clark. She score at the highest rate and then drop 10, 20 assists on you at the same time. Without dribble, pound the shit out of the ball like Luka Doncic and them. No, LaMelo plays smooth. She plays smooth. It's all the smooth flow. Woo, wow, got you here. One dribble off the fast break, full court pass on the money, on the run. That's what she do on a regular basis. That's what LaMelo does on a regular basis. Gotta check her game out, sir. That's what she remind me of Mellow Ball and shit. Should I say, look, you ain't gonna like this one with more dog in her. With more dog in her. You know I love me some Lamella. She's a dog, bro. She take the fucking toughest shots I done seen a motherfucker take. She take it when you say take a lick and they keep on taking. It's Kaylee Clark.
All right, Pope.
I Look, I know you think I'm glazing and all of that, but I'm being frank. I love greatness, bro. And when you see it, because we don't get to that shit don't come around often, especially for women.
So, Pope,
Who is this? Is that purple?
Yeah.
What's up, Purple?
Yeah. Hello.
Hey, I'm about to get out of here, man.
Hello,
Hey,
Purple.
it was good talking to you, man. Always.
Thunder.
Always. What's up, Purple?
Hey. Do you think until LeBron retires that the NBA is just gonna stay, with the marketing thing that they currently doing, especially since he in LA, instead of going to somebody that's younger?
I think the NBA, when LeBron leaves, if this is LeBron's last year, they're going to crown Cooper Flag.
Mm-hmm.
They're gonna crown Cooper Flag because I think this year at Duke, he gonna show the world that he's not hype. He gonna show the world that yeah, I'm like that. That's why they've been waiting for me, talking about me being considered the number one draft pick for about 4 years now. I first heard of Cooper Flag, I thought the nigga was about to come out of the draft or something. They was talking about he's a sophomore. I'm like, what? Y'all talking about him like he ready to go number one now. But yeah, LeBron Cooper come in and all will be good, especially if LaMelo stays healthy all season. If LaMelo stay healthy all season, because LaMelo's entertaining to watch.
Mm.
There's not too many players that's entertaining to watch.
So you don't think Trae Young is entertaining to watch?
Hell no. Hell no. See, like when Shaq, Kobe, Penny, Jordan, so many, like when them dudes used to come on, that was must see TV. It's must see.
That's what I'm saying though. Even like I just don't see them diverting their marketing dollars uh to him just because, especially if LeBron don't retire. Like it's kind of weird because I'm looking and I'm like, it's not like Curry, even with Curry, I'm looking like it's cool LeBron been running it, but to know that they've done, I guess maybe it's Curry's game that's probably not entertaining. I don't know. But it's just weird that LeBron is 39, I think, or whatever.
40.
And
41.
yeah, and you got Jokic, the campaign for him and nothing. I just don't get it. Like
Well,
why?
go ahead. My bad.
Well, I was just about to say, like, if you feel like that Jokic is the best player in the game, like number one, whatever, like that in terms of how he plays the game, I don't understand. Like, I understand people have to be marketable, but are you telling me that Jokic is not marketable? Luka's not marketable to the point where they get people to tune in. It's like people like fanatics that's really fans, like you were saying, how you a hoop head that kind of tune in to watch them and stuff like that. I'm trying, like, it's just I see Cooper Flag being good, but I don't see him, like, I don't see the NBA rather saying, okay, we're gonna take all this, attention away from LeBron and just put it on him.
They ain't gonna be able to help it. You know why?
Mm-hmm.
It's gonna be madness this year in college with Duke and Cooper Flag. Duke at first, see, he not only is he off the chain individually, right?
Mm-hmm.
Individually, he been a household name since sophomore year in high school. Individually, but now you're going to Duke, right? You're going to Duke. That's the cream of the crop when it comes to college basketball. Duke Blue Devils. And the fact that not only is you going to Duke, you going to Duke with a hellified squad. He got the team of all teams. Them niggas is gonna win the chip this year. So if they go on a run like with people expect, like how when Duke had Zion, RJ, Jones, and Cam Reddish, when they had them dudes, the hype was crazy, and Zion was like a man child over there, and all that hype came right on along with him. So when you have Cooper Flag, who gonna be playing on a Zion type level at Duke, yeah, he gonna come right into the league with that hype because it's already been warming up. It's already hot. So
Yeah, I mean, I hope so because I just feel like we've spent so much time like talking about a mediocre team at best in the Lakers and LeBron since he been there. Yeah, they got a chip, but it's like, dang, you telling me I was about to say Giannis, Jokic is the best, Embiid is this, Luka is this, but yet, like, where, like, are they getting the casual audience? We know
yeah, they are. What it is, they don't want to promote who don't push their narratives. Again, this all goes back to you. Yeah, you got to push narratives. If that's whatever it is, and who knows whatever parties they want you to attend to. We were just talking about this earlier about the industry. It's all entertainment, so they are part of the entertainment industry that P Diddy is a part of. So they all when you get to a certain level, MVP level, and they promote you on top of that, without you pushing in there, that's not gonna happen. They're not gonna do it. They
so
wouldn't give a fuck if you was LeBron James.
do you think that's what they was trying to do with Ja until he kind of gave the you
Yeah,
know
he messed it up. People love Ja Morant. Then they was gonna boost him up, but he thought he was already too untouchable, I guess, and was just doing the weirdest, dumbest things. And people got turned off by it. So it's like, okay, we got to suspend him, try to clean up his image a little bit, try to do this, whatever. But his game is off the chain. And if he just would have been quiet and hoop, his brand, he would have been the face right now. Period. He would have been a guy. They definitely wanted John Morant.
Yeah, because I'm like, damn, like I hope he can because I'm so sick. Like I didn't realize how bad it was that but it's always been that way, that they just consistently talk about the same stuff. It's LeBron this, LeBron that, and then occasionally outside of basketball, it was the Patriots thing, but now because the Chiefs is winning, it's the Chiefs stuff. It's just so aggravating. It's like if you want to do news, I guess that's the good thing about X/Twitter, that you can go kind of look up the team social medias and stuff like that, but it's exhausting. It's like, dang, let's talk about anything but the Lakers, like anything and everyone. Like I feel like Boston got a little bit of shine, they won a ring, but nobody's really talking about like, are
You
they,
know,
them?
E- even Victor, they should be talking about Victor Wemby a whole lot more.
Yep. And I'm
He off the chain. He actually really off the chain.
right, and it's like hello, do y'all
Yeah,
see?
but you got to push narratives. Like they was talking about the women's volleyball teams, college teams in Utah, like 4 teams, not playing the game because they got a man on San Jose State's
Yeah.
women's volleyball team. When they want to talk about that. See, it's all kinds of stuff. See that right there because that don't fit their narrative. Their narrative is they want to push that that into our world. Joanna man. They want to push men into women's sports. And they think that it's for women not to be outraged. Because they must think that less of women, like y'all sport, y'all ain't good enough at y'all sport. We gotta put men in y'all sport. Since we gotta pay y'all. We
It's
gotta make it changing.
it's weird. It's weird. Like it's like I don't care. Like I respect your choice, and stuff like that. If you don't feel that you are that if you're in a man's body, but you feel like, hey, I'm not. I want to be a woman. Like I don't care. But it's when you do things like that, go into a sport. You can feel like it all you want, but at the end of the day, you're biologically, regardless of what goes down, still a man. It's
Yeah,
weird.
weird. and that's what our world is becoming. Is becoming that. That's why this shit is looking more weird and more weird in the NBA and the NFL. Like
Mm.
quarterbacks looking soft. Like Tom Brady and called this shit out too. Like it's
Yep.
a bunch of it. It's a bunch of soft ass shit. That's why the last real ones is about to leave the league. And even though they soft nowadays too, but at least they came in not like that and played with some of the real ones like Kobe and Iverson and all like LeBron and they played against these cats. But
Right.
they on their way out. Once they leave, it's gonna be up to the younger generation. Who I was just telling Chief that these kids don't even know how to do push-ups 12, 15
Yeah,
years old.
I heard you say that. Like when I was taught the proper way to do crunches and sit-ups, it don't hurt no more because I know how to do them. But when I first did them, I was like, "Oh my god, this hurts! Like this hurts."
Yeah. Yeah. That's this we'll see. So hopefully Melo have hellified season. Uh Victor Wemby, he's that's must see TV. Steph
Mhm.
used to be must see, but they older now. None of them is must see TV no more.
And his
Like the
team,
ones that used to be, it's like we tired of seeing that game. We didn't seen that game enough, and it's just older now, so it don't even look as. The numbers look good. The numbers be looking good still, but when you watch them play, it's like, who looks exciting? Anthony Edwards was looking somewhat exciting, but he's too many times he get in the paint so easy, but then he kick it out to the three. I can't stand that type of basketball. Instead of dunking on somebody's face, he need to be dunking on people a lot more. He got too much hops. His hops is crazy, and his athletic ability, his strength, his quickness. He should be posterizing people all day long, but he'll get to that. Check him out. If you never paid attention to it, check it out when you watch him play. He'll get into the lane and kick it out to him. And he'll have somebody be open at the three for sure because they all sink in versus him, but it's not good. That's not a good. It's not a good pass out when you could finish at the basket. I'm going to take that field goal percentage over this dude's 3-point percentage. I don't care if he was the best shooter in the league.
yep,
You should be shooting a higher field goal percentage at the rim than that player shoot his 3-point percentage.
yep. But per how the game is set up, like not directly at the rim, but unless it's at the rim or the 3-point line, like they consider deep twos a bad percentage shot now. So it's all of that. Like I was listening to I think that was Jeff Peterson. I'm not for sure. It might have been Coach Lee. I'm not for sure. Talking whoever was talking about Brandon Miller, I think it was the first day of media day for Charlotte. I'm not for sure. And he was talking about Brandon's mid-range game, and like I'm not gonna say he didn't say he wasn't a good 3-point shooter, but that he needed to focus on that more. And I was like, but they're teaching people that if it's not at the rim or in the post, it's a bad percentage shot. Like you're not supposed to take it and whatever.
That's crazy work. Yeah, that's why. That's again when I be coaching. That's why I be whooping. We be whooping ass. Whatever I'm coaching, no matter what group of kids I get together. Just because we don't play the drill. We play the right way. We gonna play the right way. Attack you in a way that motherfuckers ain't used to. Get in your face, scream in your face, all of that. Like it's mandatory. You screaming ball, ball, ball. We always talking. If you're not talking, you're not playing. Like it's simple shit. And the other kids not used to who we. And I'm talking about around the country. It don't matter. They're not used to it. Some is. You catch a lot of programs that they be militant and got their kids right and so on and so forth. But man, uh,
Like they speak on playmaking. Like I believe people should be not be able should learn how to play make, but sometimes that's not everybody's strongest skill. Like the way they talk about I was about to say Justin Timberlake, Jason Tatum as this playmaker. I'm like, I don't view him like when I think of I don't even know who would be outside of like Lamelo, maybe. Halliburton should be, but for whatever reason he ain't. But it's just like, are we changing the depth? Because to me, when I think about playmaking, I think about a quarterback in football that's able to throw his receivers open. Hopefully, sometimes that leads to a lot of interceptions, but can throw his receivers open. That can generate as much grief as we give Chris Paul for his tactics, and whatever. Whether it's throwing the teammates open or making something out of nothing when it's whatever, like when they be like, oh, he's the best playmaker. Like, I don't like LeBron James as a playmaker, but even with that, like, I'll take that. The way they talk about playmaking is like, it's weird now to me. Like, I'd be like, I don't see what y'all talking about. Like, who can I use? Well, you was talking about Anthony Edwards. I think he's a good scorer, but a bad playmaker. But do I think his scoring can open up opportunities, to playmate? Yeah, but he is not the source, if that makes sense. Like, that's what Connolly is there for, to help everybody else out. Because, like, they say Kobe is not a good playmaker, if that makes sense to you. They'll be like Kobe is not a better playmaker than James Harden. Okay, I agree. But what kind of playmaker is James Harden compared to Steve Nash?
Right. And I don't know about that though. See, because Kobe and even Jordan, they did average 6 assists.
Correct.
And for shooting guards to score at the level that they scored, 6 assists is a pretty good number.
Yeah.
That it ain't like they averaged 2 assists or 3, like they did, and they didn't have the turnovers that a James Harden or would have along with their assists, the high value turnovers. So they passes was a lot more smarter and to the point.
Like that's that's what I look at. Like not Steve Nash. I was just thinking about somebody. Like, what you think about not Isaac Okoro, old dude that went to Oklahoma, Caruso, like, as a playmaker?
As a playmaker, he just know how to make plays. He one of those players that I can just know he gonna make the right play. I wouldn't call him like one thing. You feel me? Like offensively, because he a type of motherfucker that score at times. If now we running shit through him, but he'll just come up with a basket just off of his knowing where to be on the court, knowing when to cut, shit like that. Like when Caruso was playing with LeBron and the Lakers and them, and they was running the boy played very smart. He knew how to play without the ball, with the ball, knew how to play with his team, the people who was on the court. So he one of them players that I would say he'll do what's necessary. He one of them,
correct,
whatever's necessary.
Yeah, it's not too many of those still around either.
No.
At all.
No.
It's just I think we have to settle on a definition. We need to know the definition of playmaking, and I agree that it looks different depending on the player you're looking at.
LaMelo Ball, that's playmaking. That's a playmaker.
Who can I like? Halliburton. I mentioned
Halliburton is a fucking playmaker for sure. Yeah. Halliburton.
It's like people say something dumb like, oh, no, Halliburton is like a scorer. Because I remember them talking about like AI as a playmaker. I said he probably did playmake, but when I looked at him, I seen him, same thing with Kobe, as a scorer more than a playmaker. That ain't saying that they didn't make plays, but I viewed him in a different lens than Steve Nash. Like, and Jason Kidd, of course, I looked at them as not even a tier below. Rondo's in that conversation too.
Rondo.
That Kobe and them are there to score to me. Like
They
it's
shooting
cool.
go.
Yeah, it's cool if they play make, rebound. I definitely want them to rebound. It's an effort thing with the rebound, but
Your two guards should always have at least 4 to 5 assists in the game.
yeah,
4 to 5. Your two guards should be your leading scorers. This is the norm. Two guards should be your leading scorers or your center, depending on which one is your stronger. Your post or your wing. Uh, and as long as they get 4 to 5 assists, then cool. But 1, 2 assists, that's not good. I mean, they're not looking to pass the ball at all.
yeah,
Yeah, and so, but that's the difference. That's why Melo is different because it's when you can score. Same with Caden Clark. It's why it's different because when you can score with the best of them, and
right.
you can pass and have an IQ and make the type of passes that they make, and all of them assists that they can create, plus give you 30 piece, that's ridiculous. You
Yes,
know what I mean?
I agree with
And
you.
then LeBron used to do it, but I don't know. It's different to me with LeBron. Like, because in his heyday, yeah, the boy got dimes. He drop them off. He be throwing dimes. But it's still, I think LaMelo passes is better. I
Yeah,
think, you know what I mean?
yeah, yeah. But like to me, when I think Halliburton, like Thunder was like playmaking looks different. I know it looks different depending on the player you're looking at, but I'm saying like with Brandon Ingram, when I look at him, to me he is no playmaker. So when people are like, oh, he needs to be a better passing and better playmaking is also two different things to me. But he needs to be a better playmaker compared to Jason Tatum, and I'm like, what? Like sometimes guys don't have the natural instinct or skill to me to be like LeBron is obviously the standard to me when it comes to big guys on the wing and stuff like that can playmate to me. But I'm like everybody can't. I think people take bits and pieces of the LeBron game and put it on other players and be like, oh, well, they can't do this, but then they'll use Jason Tatum, for example, because that's people's hyperfixation now is using Jason Tatum. Like they don't do it like Jason Tatum. Jason Tatum does this. Jason Tatum does, that. And so, people hardly talk about Ingram anymore. I think Ingram's the third wheel, maybe fourth wheel now at this point in his career. Other people don't feel that way. But he don't play make like Jason Tatum or even Jaylen Brown. I'm like, what are y'all talking about?
Yeah, them boys ain't ready. Yeah, I'm gonna get on out of here, Purple Baby. It was good
Y'all
chopping
have
it
a
up
good night,
with you.
everybody.
Yeah.
Wake up and cut off the stream because you sleep.
All right, y'all. We out.